started out alive, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the sight faded, had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing lost to the grind. Talking crypto games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand vibes, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jack of crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script how we play a game. From start to next time, chasing fame. With the behind me, changing scenes. So through it and then living out the drink of my acoustic strum. Curing and chill for cracking jokes. We'll stop the thrill. And then the kiwis, we ride the waves. Our roast screams phone, no better days. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Hello, the internet. It is Monday, the 20th of April, 2026, and welcome back to the channel. There is well, I thought it was a suburb, but it's actually not a suburb, but it is a suburb. There is a computer megastore in Shenzhen, China. It's in a place called Huaqiangbei. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I apologize. I couldn't get it right when I was there, and I still can't get it right now. Huaqiangbei. And what this is from my recollection, it is 7 floors, 7 stories of computer gear. And when I say computer gear, I mean everything that you could possibly think you could ever need in the realm of tech, not just computing, but modern tech. Now, we all know that a lot of or the bulk of our consumer electronics gear comes from China. A lot of it comes from the city Shenzhen. I was over there in 2014? 15. I can't remember when I was there. If you recall, JED boards were manufacturing out of China. And so Jeremy had gone over there and set up. And I went over there. Did I go twice? I might have gone twice. Make photographs and videos. And while I was there, we were in Huaqiangbei, basically. That's where he set up. Yo, by the way, Dale, how you doing, man? First to the chat. Thank you, man. Over on Valora. I'll take a Cray supercomputer with all the bells and whistles if it's on sale. So get this. So because they were manufacturing this product, they needed to be close to the source of everything, if you like. And when I say source, if you like, You know, like let's say you need a USB cable, but maybe it's not just your regular male to female USB. Maybe you might need, for some reason, you might need one that goes from a lightning connector to an old mini HDMI port. You might need that cable. You can 100% buy that cable in this place, Huaqiangbei. And if you can't find it there, someone will make it for you on the spot. Now, the problem is they'll make it for you, but then they'll sell you 1,000 pieces of it because it's, you know, when you buy from eBay or Amazon, a lot of this stuff comes from Huaqiangbei, from Shenzhen. And this one mega store was from Oz, who may be in the chat today. He gave me this video. We're going to watch this video from a guy who went there, a channel called Barrett, who went there. And yeah, when I was there, was saying, dude, do you need something? I made the dumbest decision on the way at the airport, at Sydney Airport. I bought a pair of earbuds because on the way into the airport, mine broke. And I paid $39 or something for a generic pair of green Apple earbuds. This is when they were still cabled in. Then when I got to Shenzhen and I just mentioned it to Woz, he's like, you idiot, dude. You're in the city where all that shit comes from. If you could have just put up with one plane ride to China without having earbuds, you could have got, look, and he took me to, and dude, there was walls of earbuds in this one place, Huaqiangbei. Multiple levels. I'm talking a football field stacked on itself 7 times, and people, it's 24/7 that never shuts. You can get lost in there, and it's just a world of there's drones flying around, there's robots walking around. My iPhone 7 Plus, the one before this, had a cracked screen on it. I went in, I sat down with a dude at a desk, he repaired it in front of me, and then he goes, you want a new battery for it? Pulls out of his drawer, pops a new battery in. $70, I think it was, for the battery and a new screen, and he did it for me in front of me. I was like, wow, man, like that's crazy. And the thing is, it can blow you away, but then when you think about, well, there has to be a place where all this stuff comes from, right? Like, let's say you're in Bomaderry or Nowra and you need to get a USB cable. Maybe the one in your car for some reason stops after 20 minutes. I had a cable that was doing just that. So then you go into like a service station, a gas station, and you buy one off the shelf. Where do you think that comes from? The limited supply they've got and that in that gas station comes from China. Some generic weird no-name brand, right? There's hundreds of thousands of them in China, and the bulk of them come from Shenzhen, from this place Huaqiangbei. So I'm looking forward to this video. Now you might say, are we seriously going to watch a YouTuber walk through a store for just about an hour? Because this video goes for 53 minutes. The thing is, this is like no other store you've ever seen. You just get ready for it. This is off the scales. I was in there. There were kids flying drones in the store, just zipping around. Come to Australia, you can't fly a drone anywhere. In China, they're flying past your head. Drones, robot cars, robot vacuums, robot lawnmowers, all this crap's just moving around, and it's all lit up, lights and fancy, and unbelievable. Yo, Dugsky, how you doing, man? Daily Mock over on Pilled. How you doing, Daily Mock? Yeah, I'm on Pilled. I'm on all the places these days, but I am focusing on Valora.tv. Hell yeah. Valoran skins. Actually, as I look up there, I see it. And I see Judeskis over there on the Valorosity. We got to give it a nickname. The Valorosity. The Valorosity. It's got a little ring to it. How are you, Jude? Whose is that injured emote? I don't know where that came from, but it's in my channel. Okay. We got all the alerts yesterday on the stream. Jake was going a little overboard with the alerts. The idea of having the alerts is great, but it's also up to you guys to use them with the diligence. Don't just go crazy because you can. By the way, can I say thank you to someone who's missing in the ways that we don't see them anymore. The Happy Canadian. 1 year he sent me a Christmas present, including this Stay Frosty t-shirt. And well, it's been in my t-shirt pile for, I guess, since the last, I probably only worn it once. And it came to the top of the t-shirt stack, and that's why I'm wearing it today. Jake was out of control. Yeah, he was getting a little carried away there with the alerts. I mean, it's fun. By the way, it will be easy. It is easy for me to add more. So if you, and I often have asked this, but no one's done anything about it. If you come across anything that you think would make a funny alert or anything that you've seen, usually it'll be something like in the modern, like Trump or something talking about something modern, and he'll slip up and say something lame. Let me know, right? Go to the Discordation, chuck it in there, and then we'll watch it and we'll clip it and we'll get it up there as an alert. You're good for a Sunday night. Yeah, it's a Monday. Dude, it's Monday the 20th of April, and this is a week now, a week and a half I've got of no work. All work and no play makes me stream a lot. I'm just checking the calendar. Yeah, all this week I'm off. So maybe, you know what? I'm working on something for Valora. I'm working on something there in the council. And if I can get that to work, I reckon we might do a little IRL stream, a little Govan stream. So streams a lot. I'll tell you what I want to do though. I'm a little tired. I slept horribly. Let me tell you this, not last night, the night before, I'm going to be careful how I say this. I woke up to go for a whiz. And when I was sitting on the loo, because I'm a big fat pansy and I sit down at night, I'll stand up to pee like any other time, but at night time when I don't want to wake up, I'll literally walk through here with my eyes shut, feeling the wall, and then I'll sit down on the toilet and I'll pee. And I happened to just notice that my neck was super wet, like wet to the point where I grabbed my I'm going to say pajamas, but they're not, just the sweater I sleep in, and I could wring water out of it. Like I rang it, I rang my sweater and water came out, and it was only on this side. This side was completely dry, which is weird because that's the side with the stitches, which come out on Friday. That's the side that I've been kind of protecting in my sleep and kind of being careful. This side, I must have been... That's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. I must have been drooling, and I must have drooled so much that it pulled into the nape of my neck, into that little... It's hard to see because the microphone's in the way. But you know how... Oh, by the way, there's an old scar there from a stitches. You know how you got that little nape section there? It must have pulled up in there. So much slobber and gunk, drool is the word I'm looking for, that actually got I completely wet. So I was like, well, that's never happened before. And I'm a pretty, I sweat, but I don't, I did an 11K walk this morning and I was sweating like a mofo. I don't really sweat at night. And I know that. I wake up and I'm not wet, I'm not sweaty, the bed sheets don't need whatever, I'm good. But that night, something was wrong and I was drooling like a tap, like a faucet. So I'm always about sharing things. That's why I'm sharing that. I have since washed everything. I don't know what happened if I drooled all over the place, but I did clean everything and it's all vacuumed and cleaned. And the April 30th is the D-Live final day. Do we know that for a fact, Daleskins? The Runners. How you doing, The Runners? Jiu-Jitsu. I would never have taken you for a drooler. Do you know what? Little side note here. Not that anyone's asking, but I'm about to tell you. Do you know how Tracer got their name? From a kind of a similar story. Lee, the bass player and founding member of the band, with his brother Michael, also founding member, guitars and vocals, they were on a trip somewhere, not Tracer related, probably the Brown Brothers maybe, the band before Tracer, and Lee was sleeping in the day or something, and when he got up from the pillow, there was drool that's stuck on the pillow, and like a piece of cheese would do if you're getting Pizza Hut peas with the cheesy cheese, the drool, like when he lifted his head up off the pillow, the drool just kept going like a big line. And either Mike or I'm assuming it was Mike said, "Oh man, that's a tracer. You got a tracer right there." And that's how they named their band, Tracer. Fun fact. Daleski Bannon, please, dear God, never share your wet dream details with us. Can I share that I haven't had one in a long time? The last time I had a wet dream, I don't have them. I mean, as a boy I did, but I genuinely don't. I mean, I wake up with a stiffy, but I've not woken up and spilt my, that doesn't happen for me. Oh dear Lord, here he goes. You wound this up, man. All I did was release. That came out perfectly. You wound it up and I released it. But I'll tell you what I do, and I don't think this happened. Now, this didn't happen in my last relationship, but a number of times I've woken up mid-sex with my partner, with my girlfriend. And, well, when we went to bed, we might have already had the sex. And in the night, I've gone, I'm a little hungry. I haven't eaten enough. And she'll be like, and she'll wake up to copping or hiding. And that's when you realize you're in a loving relationship, when she can just, okay, go for it, have fun. Or she wakes up and gets into it. It hasn't happened for a while, but that's the closest that I've come to a wet dream, if you really want to know. Private Goober A. Lot. You're such a goober. I'm truthful. I'm honest, right? I'm honest. That's the case. That's always been the case. But to get out of this conversation, I am going to go and grab a coffee right now. And when we come back, we'll go to Huaqiangbei in Shenzhen and we'll get blown away by this beautiful technological market. So enjoy some surfboarding. This is a few days ago because I haven't been in the water for nearly 7 days now, and it's killing me. And there's been good waves and I'm letting them all go. I'll make up for it though. Friday, these stitches come out. Friday, I'm going surfboarding. I'm going out there no matter what it is, right? I'm going surfboarding on Friday, whether it's onshore, whether it's sloppy, whether it's gigantic. Actually, I might not do that. I'll be right back. All right, the runners, wish you the best. Maybe someone will build a truly decentralized streaming platform. Well, if you hear of anything, let me know. Decentralized, I don't know if it's necessary for a streaming platform. I like the idea of a decentralized streaming platform, but I don't think it's necessary, if I'm being brutally honest. I don't think it's 100% necessary. I mean, some of the best platforms are not decentralized. I mean, YouTube arguably is the greatest social media platform, and it's as far from being decentralized as you possibly could get. But yeah, I mean, DLive was fun while it lasted. And I think, yeah, before we learnt, April 30th is the last day of DLive. Dalesky, I've known Gibbs for 6 years, over 6 years. He'll never change. You know what? That's not exactly true. I have changed in that 6 years. The core of who I am is still me, though, but there's definitely been some progression. I'd like to think there has been anyway, because if I haven't changed, then I haven't grown, I haven't matured. And I know that's not true. What was I going to say before I went into Huaqiangbei? Something about, I was going to just talk a little bit about the weekend that just was, and another small round or a short round of applause for Elfsar for putting on that fantastic, what was ended up being about a 10-hour stream, right? Just a great send-off to DLive. Now, I know others are doing, send-offs of their own and this and that, but Elfsar really nailed it. Like he brought it together in the sense that he talked enough about other platforms and about what potentially DLive had done wrong, and then he let other people talk about it as well. He let everybody come on, including myself, and have their say about what went wrong and what possibly could have been done better. Blah. It wasn't a flaming session. It wasn't, hey, you're to blame, this is to blame. It was just the facts. This is what happened, and now what are we going to do? I thought that was really rad. And like I tuned in from the moment I woke up that day. I went immediately to his channel thinking I'd be there early, and they were already 40 minutes in. So then I did all my morning routine, put my makeup on and did my hair, did all that stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask if I can come on, because I want to be involved. And so by about 11 a.m. I was on the stream having a good old chinwag, and then I went out and what did I do? What did I do that day? I went somewhere. Anyway, when I got back, I was like, I'll just check if he's still on before I go live, because I was going to do, well, my title was post Elfsar stream, and I just thought I better check it, make sure he's finished. Nah, still going. So he was still live, and I'm like, okay, well then my stream title makes no sense. But anyway, I'm rolling with it. So then I went live, and by the end or by the middle of my stream, I was like, you know what? If he's still live, I'm going over there and getting back on. And I got back on for a second chat. It was awesome. Awesome. I was there for 8 of those 11. Do you know, I did tune in and, yeah, I did hear you. I heard you on there for quite a while. Jude says, have you? I reckon I've changed. Yeah, for sure. Dugsky, is it worth anything sending any leftover lemon? Is it worth anything sending any leftover lemons? If you have lemons and you don't want them, you've got to give them to your favorite streamer. Not necessarily me. Give them to somebody, but don't do nothing with them. If you do nothing with them, I guess no one, I mean, will DLive just scoop them all up? I don't know. But do something with them, dude. Yeah, do something with them. So yeah, again, props to Elfsar for doing that. And then also, I guess it's so close now. It's 10 days till DLive is dead. And so there's not really much point, except I did get a lovely message from Elfsar saying that he's putting in a good word in the Discord to have me re-enter the Discord. And this will give you a good old belly laugh. It made me giggle. Of course, the response was, hang on, no. Elfsar said, I've got a friend who's been banned from the Discord for a number of years. The Discord apparently is staying open after the platform dies, so then there's still a point of contact. That's pretty cool. I don't know how long it'll remain open, but there is still going to be the DLive Discord, which is great for those that access it, not me. So anyway, Elfsar is saying, can you open up so Gives a Minute can join and get back in there? And of course, their response was, get him to submit a ticket. To which, obviously, and thank you, Elfsar, for pointing out the bleeding obvious, how can he submit a ticket if he can't access the Discord, you idiots? So they're like, I'm sorry to do this at the death knell of this platform, but the incompetence of the staff has to be admired, right? This guy has been banned, blocked, booted, removed from the Discord, and you're telling me for me to get back in, I've got to submit a ticket? Just make that make sense. Somehow make that make sense. And so then Elfsar took a screenshot of my profile and said, here is his handle. All you have to do is unblock that in the back end. That's what they have to do. But so far, nothing. I was very happy with the panelists. Yeah, hell yeah. Daleski, Bonon. That's a strange typo. I tried twice to get you unbanned, tickets and crickets. You did submit a ticket to get the unbanning happening and it didn't even work? Well, I can't submit a ticket. I can't do that. Typical DLive. Yeah, it's pretty funny, hey? But thanks, props, and salutations to Elfsar for doing that, or trying to do that anyway. Look, I don't think I'm going to need it.
It's shit, man.
It is shit, man. I feel like what I'm going to do, if I get back in that Discord, I'm probably not going to say anything, more so because I've said everything over and over again to you guys. Those that are still in the Discord know that about me anyway. So it's like, heaven forbid I say this, it's a bit of a broken record. Even though the record hasn't had a spin for a few years, the record is still broken. So unless, and if Elfsar succeeds in getting me back on there, the only thing, well, the main thing that'll be great for is when something fucks up at the end of the platform and some feature doesn't work, or you can't cash out, or the transaction didn't go through to your TronLink wallet, whatever the thing will be, because there will be something, it will be nice to have a point of reference to contact someone. So that's my applause to Elfsar if he does pull it off. But I won't go in there and say, what about the BTT stake? I've gone on record with that for so long. It's pointless. It's a total waste of time. Yeah, especially. It sounds crazy, but especially when the site is so down, like they're down hard. And am I going to keep kicking it? There's obviously, I mean, unless there's a class action lawsuit to get the BTT back, which I would definitely take part in, I'm not going to raise any. I'm not going to be the one that starts the class action lawsuit. I'm just going to move on from it and count the losses, and then count the positives as well, because it's all too often. Dude, my stitches are really itchy today. I don't know why that's the case. They're really itchy. It's more often that we look at our negatives. Like, I know I do this way too much. Like you focus on the negatives, and like there was one point there was one time in my life, fairly recent, where a lot of negative was going down, and I said to the person that was involved, I said, instead of thinking about all this negative, I've made a list of all the positives. Like, I literally went and said, here's all the positives. And yeah, there's negatives, but if you just keep focusing on them, you're forgetting that there's an equally, and in fact, it was a larger list. There's a larger list of positives. So admire and accept that the negatives are there, and then add the positives. And I think, Dale, I mean, you love your yin yang, right? Like the 69, there has to be the negative to be the positive. There has to be the positive to be the negative. So it's a good therapeutic technique, the list. Well, the reason I did that was because I was on a flight and I had no internet and I had no way to communicate. So I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to dwell on this negative. Instead, I'm going to write a list. Okay, you got here second. Dude, took you a while to claim that. What have we been live for? 36 minutes, second place. Shit. Well, it's better than winning. First place came in 36 minutes ago, and now Jude comes in sweeping second place. What was I saying? Anyway, I wrote the list. I had to click it a few times. All right. Well, let's move on and talk about the world's biggest electronics marché market, Huaqiangbei in Shenzhen. Oh, by the way, if you want to see any of my Shenzhen content, I guess you just search my channel for Shenzhen, because I was over there and I shot a bunch of videos with jet boards. Did I shoot? I think I shot video in this market. Yeah, I would have done my phone getting fixed. Anyway, you go and have a look at that yourself. I can't remember, and it's too long ago, and I don't really give a shit about my channel.
Welcome back to another video. I'm again at Huaqiangbei. Made a video maybe about a year ago now, which did kind of well here in Huaqiangbei. You can check that out up here if you wish.
So the thing to note right there is it's all of this stuff here. On the left there, it's basically this entire block. And what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 floors high. And we were hanging out, walking around these mall down here. The hotel that we were in was about 2 blocks that way, I guess. Oh, the other way, sorry. 2 blocks that way. The thing about China is clean and crime free. Dude, it is clean, clean, clean over there. You know what else I discovered over there? And I brought a bottle back. I got a bottle of Jack and Cola. But it wasn't Jack and Cola. It was Jack and Apple. This is way before. I mean, we just did the Apple Jack. I still got it here. I don't really like it. I'm not talking about the apple liqueur that's kind of a recent sort of addition. I'm talking about Jack Daniel's pre-mixed with apple juice. In the supermarket, there was Jack and Cola, as you normally see, and then there was Jack and apple juice. It's like, the hell? I never even knew about that. It was weird. And it also sucked.
But so much changes here at Huaqiangbei that you need to keep coming. If you want to see what the latest thing is going on in technology and gadgets, this is the place to come, Shenzhen, Huaqiangbei. So first of all, we're going to go into the area that is the consumer place to have a look around. Okay, so this is one of the buildings on the first floor.
Man, his audio is horrible. Think about this. All of this is electronics. You've just gone into a mall. In normal malls, there's clothing stores, department stores, home goods, Manchester, food. This is all tech. All tech. It's crazy.
Where you get a lot of consumer products. And you always find new things here. This is something that's been around for a long time, the keyboards and the drums. Got some remote control stuff.
Yeah,
here.
Asians, that's right. Asians have always been obsessed. It's because it requires, like, to create tech requires a sort of a smart mind, and to be frank, the Asian race is, you know, smarter in all kind of mathematical sort of that kind of sense. So yeah, this is where it comes from. They make it here, right? They build it all here.
But this is where you generally find a lot of new stuff. We've got somebody sort of demoing a drone off here, look. All sorts of different drones. You got some laser engraving stuff here. Here is sort of kids' smartwatches. Well, there's even a cool little tractor under the table.
With all that tech gear, you could get a new microphone right now, buddy, and fix your audio.
Well,
hilarious.
Little electric car. You've got a huge amount of speakers and stuff. Rocket glasses, shocks, earphones. So this is pretty much a store that sells more branded stuff. You got some air guitar kind of things there as well. A guy there on his mobile luggage. Yeah, this is.
Come again? There's a guy there on his mobile luggage. His suitcase is driving him. We don't have driving suitcases yet.
Things there as well. A guy there on his mobile luggage. Yeah, this is one of those floors where you get all the consumer goods. Huge amount of smartwatches here. And various earbuds, earphones. This, the thing that's becoming big now are smart glasses. I don't know whether I'd call them AI glasses, but they're definitely smart glasses. This is all photography equipment. So we'll have a walk around and have a look here. Again, more smartwatches, bits and pieces.
Crazy.
This is a company called Viltrox. They do a lot of camera lenses.
Viltrox? Never heard of Viltrox. They look like they've got a vast array of lenses for cameras, DSLRs. I've never heard of that brand. And I've been, well, less so these days, but quite heavily involved in photography for a number of years. Viltrox, you say? Never heard of it.
There's a company called Viltrox.
Never heard of it.
They do a lot of camera lenses and camera lights. Their stuff's pretty cool, actually. And we're just going to have a quick look. They have some stuff, and their prices are very, very good. They got a huge range of lenses. These are like little teleprompters, right? By the looks of it. These are e-tablets, yeah, e-readers and stuff, and some smaller ones.
E-readers. What is it? 2015.
Translators. More drones here. Lots and lots of drones.
Damn,
just everywhere you look, there's gadgets. If you're a tourist and you want gadgets, this is the place to come. I got some Lego style building brick sets over here. Some remote control toys going on here. These are pretty cool. These are quite new. So these are remote control mini cars. They can't.
What? Remote controlled like Matchbox cars that steer? Really? I mean, I'm not a kid, but when I was a kid, I would have frothed at that.
Kind of like little die-cast cars that are remote control. They're pretty cool. You can drive them around the desk, charge them up, and off you go.
Wow.
Drums and keyboards.
Small drums called dum-dums.
Luggage over there. Loads more smartwatches, smart rings, little kids' cameras. Hello. Cameras. What you need to understand about Huaqiangbei, it's kind of divided into two parts.
He's calling it Huaqiangbei. I thought it was Huaqiangbei. Hung. I need Woz to be here and translate. Tell us exactly how it's said.
This part which I'm in now, which is pretty much all about consumers. So it's gadgets, it's you know, drones, all those kind of things, earphones, headphones. And although most people who will come here will buy one or two pieces. They will also entertain and give you quotes on wholesale quantities because most of them will know.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you ask them for a cable of some sort, like a USB cable, they'll ask you how much quantity you want. It's like, oh, I just wanted one. We can get you 100,000 for like 60 cents per piece. By the way, I got a skin tag I might just rip off. I understand you can just take these off. I got one right here that needs to come off. I'll just keep watching.
Is where these products are coming from. But the other part of Huaqiangbei, the other side of Huaqiangbei...
Dalesky, Ford Automobile CEO toured a state OPF, state-of-the-art car manufacturer a month ago. Really? Jesus? Where? Jesus was there too. Judskis?
Is where people who were building projects would go. And that's the part where all the components are, all the things like, wow, that's quite a nice model of an Audi. Lots of nice cars here. Kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, there's just tons of stuff here, really.
He returned very shaken up. The US is way behind in robotics and such. Is it now? Okay. The US, yeah. I mean, yeah, just thinking about Apple computers these days, Apple computers designed in California, manufactured in China. Why would that be? Why can't they make them in America? Because the skill isn't there. Kids are so dang lazy. Are they though? Are kids lazy these days? I don't know if they're lazy. I don't think kids are particularly lazy. I think that they're just more focused on other things and stoned and distracted. I'm going to fight back against that. I'm going to fight back on that. I know some young people, and if anything, and this might be the wrong thing, but if anything, kids these days are more into the whole looks maxing stuff. Now, I don't know how far down that trail you want to go, but even just to the lesser degree of like going to the gym and working out and trying to be better physically, most of like the kids that I know through like Baxter and his circuit, they're all very conscious about keeping their own physical appearance in check and being physically able to, do things and be smart about it, and like they don't drink too much. They drink a little, but not too much. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My 24-year-old nephew, he told me when he was 7 that he was lazy. I'm referring to the US, not Australia. Yeah. He works, but he didn't want to do anything that required a skill. Okay. I love my nephew, but he has no ambition. Are you sure? Or is it just not is it not ambition in the angle or in the avenue that you think it should be? I feel like kids have ambition. Man, I don't know, maybe my family's a bit different, but Claudia's driven as it comes, man. She's all over that. Like, she's dancing all over the world right now. Baxter's all over it, trying to get his trade down and save money, and he buys stocks and crypto, and he's had two girlfriends, and each girlfriend he's been focused on, and he's working hard and staying fit, and yeah, I don't know. No ambition, only wants to work because he wanted a car. Okay. I guess I got to have kids and work it out myself. Anybody busy? Anybody not busy? They want to have kids? Let's get some kids going, yeah? What have I got to do to get kids? I don't want kids. I don't think I do anyway. I'm pretty certain I don't want kids. Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't want kids. I mean, if the right partner if someone appeared and then the relationship got further along and they said, "Did you want to have children?" I'm down for it. Then I would think differently. I'd have to reconsider. But right now, and like for quite a while, actually since 2013, the answer would have been, I don't want kids. I thought I did in 2013, and now it's 2026. And I feel like that train has left the station, and I don't think I've got a ticket to board. Wait, that sounded wrong. I can probably still make children, but I don't think I don't know. Man, we're getting deep today.
Various projectors over here, look. A lot of these stores will sell different things at different times because they'll tend to jump onto what's hot at the time. So sometimes you will come and you see a store selling all hair dryers, then next month you come and they'll be selling something completely different because they swap and change to what is hot. And that's kind of smart. I mean, I think it's important to come here often because you see all the new stuff. There's a lot of these air blowers. You've got mains, chargers, cables, headphones, even candles here, small cameras, all sorts of things. It's just masses and masses of stuff, really. It's hard to get your head around it all.
And no one minds that you're filming there. Like if they say you can't film, it's like, dude, there's hundreds of cameras filming this right now. If it's not your cameras in the store, it's the cameras in the actual store.
Now, you do have to be careful when you're shopping here because there are copy items, there are copies.
Knockoffs.
You ain't gonna get a pair of.
There's an Apple store right there next to this joint, but it's not an Apple store. But it looks like an Apple store. It's got the branding that looks like the Apple logo, but if you look close, it's not quite the Apple logo. So there's knockoffs. This is probably where you would have got, like back in the day, you would have got the what were they called? The bootleg DVDs and CDs. I remember one time back in the 90s, someone I know came back from Vietnam with a whole bunch of bootlegged CDs. And for instance, they were printout copies of like current albums. I think Madonna had an album called Ray of Light at the time. And the version that this person had was called Flay of Fright, just spelled incorrectly. Massive Attack had an album. What was that called? Not Blue Lines. The song was Protection. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, it was the same thing. It was just slightly spelled incorrectly.
Apple earbuds for 200 RMB, like $25. You know,
Flay of Fright in the chat. Oh, I mean, Farkle. Yeah, Farkle.
That look like earbuds, Apple earbuds will not be genuine earbuds if they're $25. However, there are a lot of very, very good quality products here at very, very good prices. You will see a lot of Chinese brands, and now if you go back, 5 years, say, a lot of the Chinese brands, the quality was not good, but that's changed massively now. A lot of the Chinese brands, the quality is actually very, very good.
Look at that, just all these different size monitors and shit. Like you might say, well, why would you need a monitor like that? You might not, but someone might. Like you might need a small monitor. Let's say you wanted a chat monitor in Govan and you only needed it, say, this large, just so you could see the chat every now and then. That's where you get it, right? Like I can't get a monitor like that at all here. Like where do I get it? Where do I get a small monitor from? You can't. But you go there. I guess you can get it on Amazon because that's where it comes from. But you know what I'm saying? Like just maybe a small little, maybe not a small monitor, maybe like a thin monitor, like a monitor that's like that wide, and all it has is enough rows for like 4 lines of text for the chat. That kind of thing, right? Get them there. Huaqiangbei.
So,
if they don't have it, you ask someone, can you build one for me? And they'll be like, oh, I call a guy. I know a guy who works in Samsung in the display section. He'll call them up and they'll be like, oh, what dimensions? And then they'll say, how many of them does the customer want?
I will often buy Chinese brands myself because now there is not an issue with the quality like there was before. So here we have AR glasses.
AR? Augmented reality.
AI glasses. Looks quite nice, they do. I like those.
Put them down.
They look pretty cool. I've actually got a pair of AI glasses back home to test when I get.
See, when we think about AR and AI glasses, you think about the two that are out there, right? There's well, it's not even a glass, but you got the Apple thing, the VR headset, and then you've got those Google glasses, and there's another brand. I can't remember the name of the brand, but my point is in that one store just there was like 10 or so that we'll probably never see, right? Those brands, you'll never see them. Meta glasses, that's the ones. Yeah, Meta. Xiaomi is a pretty big Chinese company that I don't think you get in Australia. Xiaomi, it's spelled Xiaamai or something. And we went to the Xiaomi store, and holy moly, that was another world. Yeah. I think Woz bought a couple of Xiaomi products. Xiaomi phones, that's right. They make a really good phone. Like what I saw, and this was in 2015, was really impressive. Like a really impressive competitor to like the iPhone and other Android phones on the market, Google Pixels and stuff.
Oh, there's nothing around that way. Let's go this way. Oh, we've got a Cybertruck here, look. Not a very good one, but it's okay. And also, this is something that's gaining traction now. These are toys that talk to you that are linked to AI.
Oh, that's just what you need.
So there's a lot of those, a lot of different things. You got hair brushes, hair dryers, all sorts of stuff. That's around here. Well, these are quite cool. These are like little arcade machines. It's something I need to invest in. I might invest in one of these. That's kind of cool because it's even got a money slot, look. Something I think I'm going to have to invest in when I get my new house.
Who has money though? Who has physical coins?
Maybe this size, like a countertop one. It's pretty cool. Store over here with huge amounts of, all these AI.
Are they all AI glasses? They're all AI glasses. That's crazy.
Eyeglasses. You've got smart rings. And the prices here will be pretty cheap. They're not expensive. Of course, you won't get the best price if you're only buying one, but you will get reasonably good prices. You'll be surprised how good the prices are here.
So I've heard stories of people that go to Huaqiangbei, they peruse these markets and they find what looks, or they know tech, so they find out what's popping in terms of what they can sell back in Australia, and then they'll get a shipment of this stuff. They'll get a shipping container of that shit sent to Australia and then on-sell it. And so they'll buy it for like, 30 cents a piece, and they'll sell them for $4 or $5 in Australia. And that's why when I bought my headphone, my earbuds at the airport, I paid like $68 or something for a pair of these no-name earbuds. And when we got there, I was walking around going, I could have bought like 4 pairs for that amount and rad, like just, yeah, I got done. And Woz was like, you idiot, you definitely made a mistake there, dude. Wait till I take you to this place. And it was only up the street too.
And we've got lots of little RC things here, which are really quite cool. I'm liking some of the stuff I'm seeing here. I quite like RC stuff. It's
also, Jude, I was thinking of Ray-Ban. Ray-Ban have a pretty decent AI glass too. Ray-Ban, that's what I was thinking of, but Meta as well.
Interesting. Various different stuff here. It's like a backloader.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. That's
and some
all these drones
here. Lots and lots of different RC, little robots, robot dogs, hair dryers, all sorts of stuff. Lots of different stuff. There's a girl on here playing some digital drums. Again, drones, more stuff.
It's got when you're in that place, it's got the vibe of you feel like you're at an electronics exhibition. Like it feels like a fair, but it's just a regular mall. It's just a normal Monday in Huaqiangbei, but it feels like you're in like a tech expo or something.
What we're going to do, we're going to go around this have a quick walk around this consumer part, and I'll show you the part that's more for people who are building projects.
Yeah.
This is a very good brand as well. I think it's a Chinese brand, but they have some cool stuff.
Never heard of
It's
them.
a company called Godox, brand called Godox. They have some really good lights. In fact, some of my lights are Godox.
Never heard of Godox. I'm going to the docks on Friday to get my stitches out though.
Polaroid, DJI and PlayStation stuff. Huge amounts of stuff. This again is probably all branded kit here, I guess. Seems to be a lot of interest around this here. These are translators of some kind, all different kinds of translators here. You're buying a translator? So I'm good, thank you. How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm originally from England.
England?
I live in Shenzhen.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
I watch his YouTube channel. Amaze of Electronics. Amazing.
So you're buying some translators?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what else do we have? Some more of these arcade machines. These are pretty cool. Got a huge one here, look. Whoa. So that was some guys who'd seen my video. This guy's getting himself some, what are you buying, sir?
Power bank.
Oh, he's buying a power bank. Is she giving you a good deal?
I'm trying.
Yeah, how much is she telling you?
She said 70.
I think that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, I think so. But I already got one, so I'm thinking.
That's quite a nice power bank that is. I like it. Looking good.
Yeah,
Stylish.
yeah. So far, so good. Like I cannot complain.
And where are you visiting from?
Africa,
Which part?
Guinea.
Guinea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you?
I'm originally from England, but I live here in Shenzhen.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of this place?
Well, it is nice. It is my first time here. It is okay.
It's a bit mind-blowing, right?
Yeah.
Too much stuff. Anyway, have a good day.
I wonder what he does in. I wonder what he's in Shenzhen living there for. What brought him? I mean, he obviously manufactures something. You know, he's. I guess we could find out. We'll find out after.
Take care. Guy there, busy from Guinea. What we got here? That looks very much like a Dyson, doesn't it? I don't like it now. China are innovative enough not to have to rip off other things now, and I think they need to do that because they do have some good stuff now. Let's keep looking around here, see what else we can find. Oh, hello.
OK，来这里，这里。
Okay.
Selfie.
So this guy's come out and asked me, he wants to show me his translator.
是，yeah，我们是专业做。
Uh-huh.
我们是专业做翻译机的。
We are professional.
我
Uh-huh.
们是专业做翻译机的。
We are a professional translator.
Yeah, so this guy here, look, if you want a translation product, come and see this guy here and he can sort you out. Yeah. And they also have some AI glasses over there, but these are all his translators here. So if you want one, you come and see this guy and watch him.
He wants to sell him one. He doesn't get it.
Bye-bye. Take care.
No, this guy, the YouTuber should be talking into it, and it should be translating back to the native, I guess, Cantonese, right? But he's not. Why doesn't he do that? I think he's missing the point.
Later. I can't. So yeah, he wanted to.
What was that?
Later. I can't.
Did you hear that? That was a gulp of uncertainty.
Take care. Later. I can't.
That was a bit weird. He looks really nervous. That was fucked up. He fucked that up. He fucked up for sure, and he looks nervous. Did you hear the gulp?
Yeah. Later. I can't. So yeah, he wanted to.
I guess people gulp. I don't gulp. That was a gulp.
He wanted to show me his translators. I guess he just wants to plug himself. But those translators are getting better and better.
Well, why didn't you try it? You're right there. Why didn't you try it? He was talking into it. You should have just talked back into it. You really failed. Barrett, you messed that up. Barrett's got 404,000 subs. Okay.
Good now. I actually have one that I'll be testing on the channel soon, which clips to the back of your phone.
Wait, should we grab that? A gulp can be used at many different intervals, can't it? Should we grab that as an audio drop?
He wanted to show me his translators. I guess he just wants to.
Oh wait, we missed it.
Yeah. Later. I can't.
I'm going to grab that. Now, where are we playing it in? Firefox. Let me see. Let me open up QuickTime, and just to get the recording, QuickTime, we'll go new audio recording, and we'll grab it from the Firefox machine. It's already on Firefox. We'll hit record. We'll go back.
So yeah, he wanted to show me.
Too far, not far enough. We'll do it from here.
Bye-bye. Take care. Later. I can't. So yeah,
Okay.
he wanted to show me.
I got that. I'll just save that on the desktop as gulp. And I'll get a screenshot of the gulp. Yo, Hendrik, how you doing, man? What's cracking, Hendrik? What's going on? H-man, I once used Google Translate to talk to a Chinese bloke. We chatted for hours. Works incredibly well. Dude, bingo, bango.
I can't.
Okay, that's right on the gulp too. There's a little image that will come into play when Valora fixes the setup here. You'll be able to see the image. But blah blah bling blong bling.
So yeah, he wanted to show me his translators. I guess he just wants to plug himself. But those translators are getting better and better. They're really pretty good now. I actually have one that I'll be testing on the channel soon, which clips to the back of your phone, connects with Bluetooth, and it's really quite impressive. So wait for that video. So what else do we have here? Oh God, huge amount of different stuff here. Look, Via King, lots and lots of different stuff here. And let's carry on walking around here. This is a place that sells components. What do we have here?
If you needed to get any kind of Christmas gifts or whatnot, this is the place to get them, right? Like if you got an extended family and you need to get, it might be better to go and, you know what you should do? You should take a trip to China, go to Shenzhen, go to Huaqiangbei, and buy Christmas presents for the next 10 years and just bring them all back to your local country. And then you've got Christmas taken care of for generations. So actually, that doesn't make sense because tech changes so quick. Don't do that. Don't do what I did.
Right, now I need to find, when I buy electronic products like power banks, tools, flashlights, I like to buy some of the best quality I can find. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to the store where I buy my stuff from. And the great thing about that store is they have some really, really nice quality stuff from like Nightcore and some other brands, Next Tool. So we're going to go.
Wait, is this streamed live or is it? No, this is a video. It's got the vibe of like, it's like my plank walk and talk plank videos. He's just walking around talking, but he didn't plank. This is not live. Okay.
Oh, this is interesting. Some very small RC helicopters here, look, with a load of RC kit. Another Cybertruck here. Seems to be very popular Cybertruck stuff does here. I don't know why, but there's a lot of it. Got all these AI things for kids. Again, I've got one of those to test as well. Let's keep going, see what we can find while we're looking for my favourite store, which is it's around here somewhere. The problem when you come into these places, there's so much here.
So confusing.
And the place is so big.
He hasn't already been to that area yet either. This is the first time he's been to this spot, and it just looks like we've already been there, right?
You tend to lose where you've been. You lose your way. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Where are you guys visiting from?
San Francisco.
Okay. What do you think of this place?
We just walked in and it's sensory overload.
Absolutely. I've kind of lived here for 8 years, and it still blows my mind. And you know, you come 1 month to the next, everything's changed.
Oh, really?
So yeah, they always jump onto the latest trend or thing like that. Yeah. So have a great time here anyway, sir. So from San Francisco there. I haven't seen a
I would never do that in public. I would never just start talking to someone. I'd always ask them first, do you mind if I film? You know? I mean, it's obvious he's filming, but you don't have to put the person on camera unless they want to be. So I'd always say, hey, do you mind if I film? And if you don't want to be on camera, I'll just point it at me. But if you don't mind, that's when you can turn it around.
You can see for quite some time. Anyway, let's keep looking for my favourite store. You can just see more of everything. Watches, speakers, hairdryers, the whole lot. There's a guy here doing various different kinds of cameras, dash cams, all that kind of stuff. Okay,
wow.
so I think my favourite store is down here, if I remember. I think so. Let me just check. Is it? Oh, these are cool. All these like little RC cars. They're absolutely. Wow, look at those little RC.
Intrusive is usually rude. Yeah, fully Dale. Yeah. These little RC cars have got me perplexed because they've got full steering, right? When I was a kid, there were two forms of remote control cars. There was the Tamiya, the Hornet and the Grasshopper and all that stuff. And they were the full-blown ones that you could control steering and speed and whatnot. And then there was the cheap ones that had no steering, but it had forward and reverse. And when you went in reverse, the front wheels would turn when it goes backwards. So then the car would turn and then you could go forward again. Do you remember those ones? So you couldn't drive forward and go around corners, but you could go around the corners by getting up and reversing and getting up and reversing and getting up. So if these guys have got full-blown like left and right steering, like, I mean, I'm sure they have now. It's 2026. That's kind of cool. Like a tiny little car, like a little Matchbox car that's got fully RC'd. Like, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I don't want one. I wouldn't buy one, but I just like that the tech has gotten there.
Cool are they? And also here, look, these are cool. Wow. They're really, really cool. And you control these from your mobile phone. So if you want one of these, come and see this guy here in Huaqiangbei. He'll sort you out. Let's keep going down here.
Why didn't you buy one then?
Ah, yes. Here we go. This is my favourite store here. So, this guy here works for
My boss
this.
go to the
Oh, okay. Boss is not here, but basically
Fail.
they sell all these.
Did you see that? You got him wrong. This guy here, I know him. No, my boss has gone to the toilet. That was classic.
This guy here works for
my boss
this.
go to the
Oh, okay. Boss is not here, but
It's not him. That's a bit of a shame. You got the wrong guy. Dalesky, interesting how little girls like Portia bond with a doll or stuffed boy. Bunny, men usually don't do that. Dude, I told you that bunny was $80. $80 for a stuffed bunny. I mean, it's beautiful and it's cozy and it's smooth and soft, but is it worth $80? It is not worth $80. It's not worth half that, right? Like, yeah, I don't know. But she's just a kid, I guess. She doesn't really understand that the value of what $80 actually is. She will soon, though. She will. Damn, yeah, dude, $80 for a stuffed pig doll. Was it a pig? Bunny rabbit.
Basically, they sell all these brands here. So you have Nightcore, you've got Nextor, you've got Claris, and you've got this Ace Beam. And all this is super, super high quality product. And I bought a few things from here and they always do me a good price. So if you want something, you come to Huaqiangbei. What's the building name here?
It's called Huaqiang.
Xinhuaqiang.
Yeah, but I don't know
And
English
is
how
this
to
the
speak.
second floor?
Yeah, second floor.
So second floor of this
And
building.
here's 223.
Okay, so the booth number
Yeah.
is Q2C218. Now, if you come here, they will do you a good price on this super, super good quality products.
I don't
It's
even-
a little
I don't know what those products were. What were they? Were they power banks? They all had lights on them though.
more expensive than some of their other Chinese brands, but I can tell you the quality of this is
power banks.
absolutely
That's right, power
fantastic.
banks.
So yeah, come and see them if you want something.
Yeah.
Take care. So what's your name?
Liang. My name is Liang. You can call me
Okay.
Liang.
So come and speak to Liam.
Yeah.
All right.
Liam.
If you want something, any of this stuff,
Damn, Liam.
I recommend this store, and they will always
Damn.
do you a good deal. So come and pay them a visit.
They might not.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
They might give you a
Yeah,
shit deal.
You too. Thank you. These are pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like these.
Hello there. ERC remote control.
Yes.
Hey Charles, how you doing, man? Unfortunately, yeah, that's a shame. Unfortunately, when you trigger alerts on Valora, they don't come up like that. I mean, I hear it, but I really want Toothboy's beautiful big dentures in my face. I'm going to ask about that.
That's very cool. Wow, I like these. Look at these. How good they are, man.
He loves his RC
Whoa.
cars.
Look at this. Little truck.
Hello there.
You can do it there on Kick.
Liking
Yeah.
that. All right.
Thank
take
you,
care.
Charles.
Bye-bye. Let's go and
Thank you, man.
have a look over here. I
Look at
think.
that beautiful ranging beard he's got.
So this is a store called W Joy. And they have a huge amount of stuff. So you've got speakers, drinking cups.
You're a blogger?
I am, yes. Where are you from?
Guangzhou.
Guangzhou. Okay, yeah. So I have YouTube and Douyin.
He wants to get out of the frame, this guy. He's like, I don't want to be on camera.
TikTok?
Douyin, yeah.
What's your...
How do you get-
Okay,
TikTok, you don't no, TikTok's okay.
so it's Barrett Kanjongwa. I'll help you.
What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good, and I wish I looked like you.
Ah, that beautiful looking people you are.
It's you.
Yeah, it's me.
I think AI is going to be very dangerous.
Helpful.
Nice to meet you too.
Interesting.
Take care,
Interesting.
man.
It's you.
Thank you, Dugsky.
Thank you. Oh, he's just surprised because he saw I have a big following on Douyin. So all these are power banks, all these drinking cups. What else we got? Oh man, they've got a whole...
I was just about to say, it's very quiet in that store, and I can't remember it being that quiet. I thought there was lots of music sort of playing when we were there, but then he goes into this store and there is music.
Oh, full of mini RC cars. Whoa. Whoops. How cool is that?
Kick is about 5 seconds ahead of Valora. Other way around, Valora is in ahead. Valora has pretty much zero latency. For Command R your trousers, refresh your trousers. This 50-minute video should be edited in half. This is kind of tedious. It is, but I'll argue back on that just to say that this is the experience that you kind of have when you go into this store. It's perplexing. It's so large. It's very overwhelming. And even though this isn't a live feed, this is an edit. This is a video that could have and probably should have been edited. This is true to what it's like when you go there. Yeah, because that's what we spent an hour or two in there just walking around. Aside from getting my phone fixed and the battery put in, I didn't buy anything from there. But I went in there multiple times and I was just blown away, just walking around, just looking at shit and like, most of it's hands-on. You can pick stuff up and people will demo stuff for you and show you how it works. And yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain because if I went into a computer store in Sydney, I'd be going in there to get the thing I need and I'd be out of there. In fact, I'd never do that. I'd buy it online. But if I was walking around and I needed to go and get something, I'd go in and get it and be done, right? But in this instance, you do what he's doing and you just get sideswiped by all the stuff. Like it's got lights and it's clean and, you know, it's very humid over there and you go in there, it's all air conditioned. So you want to stay indoors. And I don't know, there was just something about it that was, to be honest, it would be a good spot. Not that I did this, but it would be a good spot to get drunk and just walk around. Go and get a few beers in some pub and then go in there and just wander around and look at all the stuff. I should have done that actually. That'd be me. I get what I want and leave. Yeah, that's what normal people do when they shop until you go to Huaqiangbei in Shenzhen and you see this stuff. It's crazy.
These are just so cool.
We're still in the consumer area. Wait till he gets out into the upper levels where it's like there's just rows and rows and bays of like diodes and LEDs and CPUs and panels. This is the consumer facing. Wait till he gets upstairs where it's like this is where the shit goes down. I'll stick with getting a buzz and walking along the beach or lakefront. Well, I can do that whenever I want, you know.
Man. Oh, whoa. Look at all
You ever been to China, Daleskins?
Look at these, man.
No. Okay. No, I mean,
absolutely mega, aren't they?
It's pretty interesting.
Get a couple of those. Got garages. Got the guy operating his digger here.
Better dig that ditch.
Formula 1 cars. It's all going on here, isn't it? Man.
Isn't it?
That is so cool. I'm gonna have to. Oh, stunt vehicles. Look. I'm gonna have to buy a couple of these. These are absolutely well cool.
I'd love to visit Japan. Baxter just came back from Japan recently.
Man. These are absolutely boss, these are.
That's what I was kind of saying, like, just back on that topic about kids having no ambition. Like, Baxter, yeah, he went to Japan. Him and his mates, they went to Japan. That's ambitious, to go to a non-English speaking country and, you know, well, they went skiing and snowboarding and stuff, but that's pretty rad.
Oh, so cool. And these here, look. Man.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get some of these. So let's find out.
Oh, he cut it. There's an edit there.
So I can pay.
He pressed pause.
Stuff.
Isn't W Joy a sex shop or a feminine hygiene product or something? No, that's FemJoy, isn't it? FemJoy, W Joy. I think Jude meant that too many American kids lack ambition, which is true. So the percentage is too high. Okay, I get you. Yeah.
Is this the checkout? No, right there's the checkout. Oh, sorry. Hey, sir. Is this here? We're going to go for this.
Is it just this city or other big cities have this? There's multiples of these, but this is definitely the biggest one, Dogsky. Yeah, this one in Shenzhen is definitely this is where, like, all the other ones are sort of not modeled after, but they're all, this is the Mac Daddy, but there are multiple other ones.
Mini remote control cars. Where are you guys from?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Do you come to Shenzhen often?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know, before COVID, I would go to Hong Kong to buy things, right? Yeah. Because it was cheaper. Yeah. But now it's cheaper here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hong Kong's got so expensive.
Yeah, because a lot of tax.
Yeah.
The
but
taxes.
I still sometimes go to Hong Kong occasionally, but I spend more time in Shenzhen now. Yeah. Cool, have a good day.
Oh, good. Bye.
Bye. How much? 237. About $30. So, what else have we got here?
What, $30? 30 US dollars? I mean, he's English. 30 quid? 30 Australian? What? 30 what? $30 US dollars, right?
Let's have a look over here. I mean, that place is just full of so many gadgets. It just blows your mind, really. But I'm kind of happy with those.
Hong Kong dude wearing a
play
Snoopy
with those
t-shirt.
when I get home. I love small cars.
He loves his Snoopy.
Especially RC ones. That'll be really cool. Hello. How you doing?
Great.
What are you looking at there, Zach?
Look at these tiny cameras.
Yeah, I actually bought one of those, Aubrey. That's one of the items I bought in Yiwu. Yeah, the quality's not bad, actually. It's not great, but it's not bad.
I find all shops here selling these tiny cameras. I don't know why they become a trend.
Absolutely. So, this guy's a guy named Zach from
Zach.
Guangdong Media South, right?
Yeah, and my YouTube channel is Unpacked with Zach. Please check it out.
Yeah, check his channel out. And what have you managed to do your challenge?
Yeah. I did a $10 challenge, and I managed to get an AI toy, which is a moving Iron Man.
Okay.
I say it's AI powered, but I don't think it's completely AI powered. But $10, what do you expect?
Yeah,
it's a good toy for the kids.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well, I bought some of these because I think these are super cool. They're remote control cars.
Great. How much did you get?
I think the 3 was 230 renminbi for 3.
That's good.
But they're so cool.
Yeah, exactly.
You can actually drive them around.
I've never seen this small.
I know, mini RC. It's the new trend, it seems. So what are you looking at here? Headphones.
Hey, Flowski. Everyone around this yelling guy needs to wear earplugs. He is talking loud, and the irony of this is that he's in an electronics store where he could get a better microphone. Like right now, there could be multiple microphones he could be buying. Yeah. American movies, TV, music, still the best in class. Yeah, true.
And actually, it's just this tiny camera. It really caught my attention.
You can pick a single one up for about 70 RMB.
Wow.
And if you buy quantity, they'll do 50 RMB.
And the quality is actually quite good.
Yeah, it's not bad. You just plug it into your computer.
10-foot pole poking him to keep him at a distance.
You can also plug an SD card into them.
Yeah, I just don't know
very cool.
In what scenarios would people use this tiny
I think
camera?
it's more just a gimmick, you know, but I think it's cool, right?
You've seen this guy, Chongqing, in other vlogs?
Cool and
Oh, another city. Yeah, right. Okay, different city.
Idea why would they be popular?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. Yeah. Listen, if you get any interesting things, let's do some content together.
Please.
That'd be cool. Take care, man. Take care. And don't forget to pick that up. See ya.
He dropped it. Now you got to buy it, right?
Zach.
Oh, Jude's got a split. I don't have work tomorrow, but I do have to get up moving. No worries, Judeskis. Take cares. See you on the outside, on the flip side, on the other side.
Lots more stuff. Right, so what we're going to do now after having a walk around here, I think we're going to
change his channel name to Go Horse because he probably loses his voice.
Or the place where they do more projecty stuff, where they have a lot of components and things like that. Oh, we got binoculars here. Oh, they're pretty cool.
Do you know what I wanted to get? And this just inspired me to think of it. Or not think of it, but think about looking it up. Binoculars that record. So like I'll check the surf every morning with these old school lousy binoculars, and it would be pretty rad to whatever I see through the binoculars, dumps onto an SD card, and then I can include that in my today's surf vision of what it looked like from here, and then when I'm up there surfing. I'm sure binoculars do that, right? Old Yellow would also work. His voice sounds rough now. He's sounding a bit rough, isn't he?
Okay, those small ones there look good. That's these ones here.
This place looks like a money trap. Dugsky would have to go with an empty suitcase. I was saying before, it'd be a good place to go and stock up on Christmas gifts. Just go and take a trip to Shenzhen, take an empty suitcase and just come back loaded with electronic goods, and you can just stash them and then give them out whenever you need to at a birthday or something.
Okay, so 190 RMB for those. That's about $25 for a pair of those. And it's pretty good, I guess. Oh, some cabling going on here, look. It's cutting the cable. Over there, that machine is. So she's feeding it in off this spool, and that machine is just cutting it into lengths about 10 centimeters. Okay.
That's the kind of stuff that blew me away when I was there. All these little stores that, you know, wrapping stuff together and like sheets of this and that. It's like a warehouse, but yeah.
All sorts of stuff everywhere, man. Oh, this is interesting. Uptech.
That's a good point, Dale. Is each kiosk a separate company? I believe no. I think that the brands, like you see branding on the paneling and whatnot, I believe the brand is. I don't know, but from what I understood was you can get anything, any product you want, you can find there. Every product is represented, but they're not all like it's not like you're not walking into like a Reebok and you're only getting Reeboks. You can get Reeboks at Adidas. You can get Dunlops. You can get all like in the same place. You can get everything, but I don't know who owns the actual booths. I'd assume that the ones that have their branding up there are paying for it. I don't know though. I wonder what the US does with a full suitcase full of Chinese stuff in customs. That's a good point. Yeah, true. Yeah, very true. They wouldn't like that, would they? That's why dudes go to this place and get like shipping containers full and then pay the taxes and then sell it. The stuff that you're seeing here is literally what you get in a gas station. They mark them up, you know, tenfold or whatever.
Uptech are a company that makes robots, like humanoid robots. Now, what is this? This looks very, very interesting.
Humanoid? Doesn't look anything like a human.
Hey. This is 多少钱？3000。3000 ？Yes。3000 Oh, okay. Okay, so these are 3,000 RMB. That's about 350, 380 US dollars.
Okay, US.
But these look quite cool.
There is sorry, man. There is absolutely nothing that you would need an AI robot for. Nothing. Right? AI, you need it on a prompt on a phone or on a desktop or a HomePod or something, but like a little robot that walks around giving you AI prompts, you don't need that. We are human. We have the human. We have other humans. That's more than AI, right? You don't need a robot, dude. The only thing that could be good for would be some adult activity, possibly. Not that one. I'm just saying in general. I checked flights, 1,200 return to Melbourne via Shanghai, just random dates. Okay. Not bad, yeah, reasonable.
Oh, so it's doing some kind of Tai Chi, Kung Fu style. Kung Fu. That's quite cool. So Uptech, who make human-sized humanoid robots, have also ventured into doing some toy robots. I would have bought one, but I think 3,000 RMB is a little high for a toy, and I would need to find out whether you can give it instructions in English.
Any word on that, Dale? The fuel prices coming back down? Hope so. Soon, ideally.
As for me, if you can only instruct it in Chinese, then it wouldn't be very useful at all. Oh, so this store sells flashlights, and they have quite a range. Oh, these are air blowers as well.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting. That's the first time I've seen them with brushes on like that. That's a blower with a brush.
I just bought one of those, actually.
I've actually got a couple of the ones
from Amazon.
Brushes. Actually, the one I have is a Nightcore one, which is really good. It's more expensive than a lot of the clone ones, but it really.
That's up to Iran and how stubborn they choose to be. Yeah, true.
Here.
True.
Oh my God, we got an AI cat. Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
May I ask where you're from?
I'm from Canada.
Why are you yelling at him? You're right next to him, dude. Why is he yelling so much? And you've got a microphone on, dude. Don't yell into the mic.
Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
May I ask where you're from?
I'm from Canada.
From Canada. Is it your first time here?
Second time.
What do you think of this place?
This is where everything is happening. Are you recording?
I am. I made videos.
You probably should have asked them. I hate this. I hate this creator that he just forces his camera on people. Flowski, I've thought about buying one of those blowers. Well, I'll show you mine tomorrow. I got a little story to tell about it. I got to write a little. I got to make a video about something else. Okay, I've got two of them, and one of them's faulty, and so I've got another one, and I'll talk about that tomorrow. But this annoys me that this creator is just forcing people onto his channel like that. Like, you know, like I don't know. I've always been super protective of everybody else in public, especially when I've got a camera rolling. And this guy doesn't seem to have that. He seems to just want to shove it in your face and talk louder so that you have to respond to him. It's kind of annoying me. I cannot get myself to buy canned air. Well, it's not canned air. Okay, so you're talking. You probably bought it. You probably want one for the same reason I've got it. I dust everything with it, particularly my solo shot, my beach camera. When I come back from surfing, that camera is there's usually sand, like grains of sand all over it, and I blow the hell out of it with an air blower. And yeah, I just can't get myself to buy canned air either. I did have a bottle or a can of canned air that someone gave me, and I used it until it was finished, and it was pretty rad. There's way more power in canned compressed air, and it's always cold too. That's kind of interesting. But the one that I've got now, the new blower that I just received today, actually, the one that I had before was so powerful, and this one is even more powerful. So it's not quite canned air power, but it's getting close, and it's USB chargeable, of course. And I do it to just dust my whole everything, just blow the dust away, and yeah. To blow out my computer case, keyboard, and yeah, exactly. I'd do that. My stream decks and everything could help to stoke a fire, dude. That's one of the things that they advertise it for, to help get a fire going. I didn't think about that, but I'm gonna put it in Govan. Although I've got a mouth I can just blow air out of. I blow a lot of air out of this thing anyway. I'm pretty good at doing that. As I said, intrusive.
On YouTube, actually.
Yeah. He's intrusive and rude. He's not. He hasn't got my vote. This YouTuber.
So just interested to see what a Canadian impression of this place is.
It's amazing. Certainly a lot more advanced than Canada.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
What's your YouTube channel?
I'll give it in a second. And it's kind of a bit mind blowing here. There's too much to take in, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have anything like this in Canada at all?
Definitely.
No. Huaqiangbei just gets busier
Wait,
and busier.
you didn't go up to
man. It's just crazy busy.
He should have said, "I'll give it to you in a minute."
All the sort of small outside stores again, selling lots of gadgets. Guys showing off his remote control toys here.
Gives a minute. Yeah, right.
Phone repair shops. Now, that's something else. If you ever have a broken phone, like the screen's broke, you need a new battery, it is super easy and super cheap to get it repaired here.
Yeah, totally.
You know, there's just hundreds of phone repair stores. Well, not just phones, laptops as well. Anything basically that you need fixing. You can get it
I know where he is. I remember exactly. He's gonna take a hard right around a corner and go into like a storefront that's got not a straight wall, but it comes to a corner point and there's an escalator straight up the front. Super cheap because the workers are paid a pittance. Well, yeah, there's that, but also this is literally where all the world's computer gear comes from. Most of it's made in, nearly all of it's made in China, and a great deal of that's made in Shenzhen.
Here, and yeah, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Right, so we're heading for.
He's going to go around the right
building now. This is another building that's quite interesting. I think
that's exactly where I think he's going. I called it. It's not a straight wall. It's a corner building, and he's going to go in up that escalator. Straight in there, up those escalators. I'd have a hard time not buying a bunch of techie crap without reviews to look at. Never know, dude. Honestly, a lot of this stuff is rubbish. To be completely frank, a lot of this stuff is garbage. It's mass produced sort of tacky, crappy. You'll obviously find the things that you need in there, but if you get side swindled by the bright lights and the colors and stuff, you'll come out with garbage basically. It's like Temu. Yeah, exactly. It's like Temu in real life. You got it right. But for things that you do need, and like being like the guy that was living there, Jeremy, with Jed boards, he needed to be close to the mass production of these components, PCBs and different things that go on, the resistors and all that. And that's where you go there, because then there is no shipping cost, and you can make prototypes, and then you can mass produce the final product, and you don't have to basically you're in the same city. So it makes sense for a startup to go and live there. He was living in a hotel, right? I wish Woz was here, because Woz lived over there for about 5-6 months. I only went over. I think I went twice from memory, but Woz lived there with Jeremy, so in a hotel while they were making this product. I wish Woz was here, man. I mean, if he comes in another time, we'll tap into this convo. Dalsky, one day you should share your videos from back then. They're all on my channel, man. They are all there. They're all on there. We could watch one if you want.
We were just in, actually.
So that's where I thought he was going to go in, because I remember that exact spot. I almost got hit in the head by a drone from right there.
But yeah, the other thing I want to mention, it's really, really easy
HQ
to
mark,
get here by metro. It's Huaqiang North, which is Huaqiangbei in Chinese, and it's on line 2, I think. I will confirm that, but yeah, I think it's on line 2. Okay, so we go over here, and these are some of the main buildings. Segcon, which is this building here.
That's right. Yeah, no, that's what I do. That's funny.
Buildings here in Huaqiangbei. You can see there's just so much business going on everywhere. There's components moving from one place to another. You know, it's just a massive place to do business within technology. So we're now here, and this is one of the main markets here.
I remember when we were there, we went behind one of these buildings into an alley, and they were literally like, it looked like that was the shipping area. Like they were boxing stuff up, packaging shit. And I'm pretty certain Jeremy was saying, yeah, that's quite literally where they ship from. What these dudes are doing, they're sitting outside on the ground. They're putting things into shipping packaging ship. They're putting them in the packaging that goes in the mail, and then they'll load them all onto a huge thing, and they'll take them to the post office, and off they'll go. Interesting. China doesn't have drug addicts and homeless. Dude, that city, I don't know if it's all of them, but that city was clean as, man. There wasn't any rubbish. There was no one laying in the streets at night. It was, yeah, it's like what you see there. It's I mean, he lives there, but effectively he's a tourist there, and they're not expecting him. So this is just what it's like every day there.
There's a few consumery things on this floor, but this is where you find a lot of components,
low crime rates,
to build other projects. So
notice that the front steps had ramps for trolleys for bringing in lots of products in the one go. Yeah, for sure.
Switches, knobs, dials, potentiometers.
Yeah, this is the shit.
Switches. Over here you've got all sorts of different batteries. You can literally find anything. Oh, she's testing them here, look. She's making sure they're all good. Yeah, is it good?
She's not listening to him.
Oh, testing, yeah. So
see, if you have a product that you're making and you need to make a prototype, this is where you do it. Like you get all the stuff together here. That's amazing.
And right here, look, all different plugs, connectors, cables.
Jesus.
Here. I mean, just anything you need for any project. Here are all sort of power transistors, smaller transistors here again. Batteries, more batteries, lots of batteries. Here are all standoffs and bolts and nuts.
It's crazy,
washers,
isn't it?
Anything you need, man. Here, fans.
You see, like if you're putting together a component, a PCB board, a printed circuit board, and you need like a fan, you need a heat sink, you need certain size screw that has to go so deep into the circuit, and then you need this resistor. You're going to get it there. And if they don't have it, they call their mate up and they'll be down. They'll be there with it within the hour or so. It's Bunnings on drugs. It's Bunnings on electronics. Dalesky, Western countries, especially the US and Europe, tolerate crime and bad behavior way too much. Imagine, you know what you see often, people just going into an Apple store and like ripping shit off and just walking out and stealing it. Imagine that here. Like that, I don't know what would happen. Like if someone just walked in and started taking stuff and leaving, I don't know what would. I don't think people would do that here. I don't know what would happen at that point.
Switches. This is just here enclosures. Look, all different kinds of enclosures to make your projects in. So we've got plastic ones here. We've got aluminium ones. Here we've got all sorts of nuts, bolts, fasteners, connectors, anything you want. So the thing is as well, there's a lot of maker spaces here in Shenzhen where you can go and pay a small amount to use that maker space. They have soldering machines.
Yeah, of course. Crime in China exists on a small scale because it's punished harshly. Yeah. A lot of bits here, a lot of bits, Charles. So I do remember that was a big thing when I was there, one of the topics of conversation was the social scoring, the social point system thing that they've got going. People don't act up. People toe the line because they're all connected to the social database thing. So if you fuck up, everybody knows it. And there was, Jeremy was telling me about, they have cameras in the gutter, like in the curb and guttering. In the streets, there's cameras that film you. And if you do something such as spit, like if you spit on the ground, or if you jaywalk, they nab you from those cameras. And no one does it. No one spits, no one jaywalks, no one throws trash because they're always being watched on these cameras. And he pointed them out. He said, that's one right there, dude, in the gutter. Like, wow. And of course, they've got the great China firewall where nothing gets in through, like, there's, I've still got the app actually. WeChat. WeChat's a weird app, man. WeChat is it's like a portal. Like you open up WeChat, and I think I've got it. I mean, this is a new phone. This is the only phone I've had since that phone. WeChat. I don't think I still got it. Nah, I mean I can download it, but WeChat is like you're in the WeChat app. And there's like a browser in there, and there's a social network, like a Facebook equivalent. There's a YouTube equivalent. That's all inside that one app. And the Chinese love it. So we open up our phone and we go, I'm going to scroll through YouTube. I'm going to go to Twitter. I'm going to go whatever. So I'm going to go and look at the stock prices. I'm going to go, and you keep swapping in and out of apps. They just go to WeChat and everything's in there. That's because there's nothing else allowed. They're not allowed anything else. It's kind of fucked, and it's also kind of good. Like it's streamlined, but it's enforced streamlining. So it would be better if you could just choose that, or if you want to go out and go through YouTube and go through Facebook or whatever, that's good too, but they're not allowed. Cultural Asian parents raise their kids well, respectful, and the food, man. Whoa, the food is so good over there, like so good. Lots of love and encouragement, but shitty behavior is not tolerated. Yeah. I mean, Jeremy still lives there. He's. I don't think he's manufacturing the JED board, but he certainly made inroads into skateboard wheels, and I believe I haven't spoken to him in a couple of years, but he still loves China. He got married and has a child over there. Yeah. I can imagine the food on the street corner, dude, things like dumplings and stuff. Like Jeremy's like, I'll take you to this spot. And like you picture a city block in, say, like I really only know Canada and a little bit of LA, but you picture like a city block in Vancouver and maybe 3 blocks long. Well, on those 3 blocks in Shenzhen, there's multiple food joints, and they're not all facing the side, like the street. Some of them you've got to go in between the other ones and keep going in to get to the thing. And Jeremy's like, I know this chick who does the greatest dumplings. And we did this big zigzag in and out. He's walking past people, hello, gets into this little kind of like hole in the wall joint. And this woman's like, hey, Jeremy, come over. And talking like he goes there regularly. And dude, we got, whoa, like, it's like your great auntie, she's Chinese and she can make this dumpling recipe that no one else even knows. And we're sitting there, we took them back to the hotel, but I was like, dude, I need to watch how we go here because I'm going to come back to get these. And if I don't carefully observe the direction, I probably would get lost. It was crazy, man. They might karate chop you if you take something. There's terrific, authentic Vietnamese and Thai places. Yeah. I mean, look, to be frank, it doesn't get more authentic than being in the city, in the country and the city, right? Like they had these things called, dude, they're called flow tablets. Holy shit. I'm not making this up, Flowski. It was called a flow pill. Or is it Po pill? Might have been a Po. So at one time I had a stomach upset and like ever, in anything that's wrong with you in China, you can get it fixed. Usually it's electronics, but if it's health, I tell Jeremy, I've got a stomach upset. I'm not feeling great in my stomach. And he's like, wait here. And he goes over and he gets these things. They come in like a little, kind of like a, what are those nerds? Kind of like a little nerds packet, but the product is bigger than nerds, but it's in the same kind of sort of flip lid box. And he goes, if you take these through customs, you'll get arrested. These are illegal in Australia and these are illegal outside of China. So you can't take them, but you can take them while you're here. And he's like, take one of these, man. It's like a herbal, it's a herbal, you guys don't use the H. It's a herbal. I have that difficulty not saying herbal because there's a H there, just like there's a H in front of helicopter. Do I got to do this rant? Helicopter, herbs, hospital. I need to get a helicopter to the hospital because I ate too many herbs. I need to get a helicopter to the hospital because I ate too many herbs. Anyway, these are a herbal thing that are highly illegal outside of China, but in China, you can freely take them. And I was popping them. And dude, I don't know what the fuck those herbs were, but I'm back to normal. And Jeremy's like, told you, man, these things are the bomb. Him and Woz were taking them all the time. They were doing them like multivitamins. And I was like, okay, I don't want to get hooked on them because at some point I got to leave and go back to Australia. But this is going to really help me out while I'm here. Hey, Woz is here. Hey, Woz, dude. Po chai, that's what they were. Po chai. Dude, tell me what was in that shit, man. And how did it fix me? It fixed me immediately. I've got to be honest though. I think I did bring some back. They were just in my luggage. I didn't mean to, but they were in my luggage. I still take them today. So are you? Don't admit that in the chat. Oh, they're illegal in this country. You can get them in Asian stores in Australia. Can you now? Can we have a look at them? Po chai. Po chai, folks. Po chai. Po chai. There it is, the little box. There it is, the little Chinese box. 5 boxes of po chai pills. You know what? Give me the GPT machine. What is in po chai pills? Searching Zivad, po chai pills, also called Ba Jai Van, are a traditional Chinese herbal medicine made from a blend of many plant-based ingredients. There's no single active ingredient. That's weird, isn't it? That's going to be weird. It's a formula. The main ingredients, most versions contain a mix of things like paria, a medical fungus, atractylides root, kanzu, Chinese patchouli, hu zhang, angelica root, bai zai, kudos root, jigen, magnolia bark, hopo, mint, which is bohea, chrysanthemum flowers, citrus peel, red pomelo, tangerine peel, Job's tears. Job's tears? Now there's a fun name. A grain seed, germinated rice or sprouted grains, massa fermentata. Some formulas also include red kaolin, a mineral clay, occasionally Aucklandia root, mu zhang, which is a plant sometimes regulated due to... wow. What this means in plain English, it's basically a herbal cocktail aimed at digestion. Bingo bango. Ingredients are chosen to reduce bloating and gas, which it did. Help with nausea or diarrhea. I didn't have nausea or diarrhea, but I was farting like a madman. Dry dampness, a traditional Chinese medicine concept tied to gut issues. A couple of things worth noting. It's not a modern pharmaceutical. Effects and consistency can vary by brand. There was You better get that checked out. Or you better get some po chai. There's a recall of capsule versions in 2010 due to contamination with Western drugs. Oh, shit. But the traditional pill form was cleared afterward. If you've got underlying conditions or take meds, it's worth double checking before using it regularly. I haven't got a box on hand. Are they illegal in Australia? Short answer is no, they're not outright illegal, but it depends heavily on the exact product and how it's being sold. How Australia treats po chai. Australia regulates medicines through the Therapeutic Goods Administration, TGA. For something such as po chai pills to be legally sold in Australia, it generally needs to be listed or registered with the TGA. If a product isn't TGA approved, it can't be legally supplied or sold. Okay, so these are not TGA listed. What about bringing them in? Whoops, this is what I didn't do. This is where it gets a bit murky. Buying from overseas sites equals risky and not often allowed, especially if the product isn't approved. Border Force can seize unapproved medicines. The TGA regularly warns that imported herbal products may contain undisclosed or unsafe ingredients. Extra complications specific to po chai. Some formulations have historically been contaminated with Western drugs, like laxatives or banned substances. Whoops, that's the opposite. You want to stop the farting and the pooping. Certain traditional ingredients such as mu zhang can be restricted or regulated. Formulas vary by manufacturer. One version might be fine while another isn't. You'll sometimes find them in Asian grocery stores or herbal shops in Australia. Those are likely versions that have been properly listed or fly under lighter enforcement. But if you're ordering online, they can be seized. Short answer, not universally illegal. What about if I brought some in coming from China back to Australia? In brackets, I did. You're not automatically in trouble for that. People bring small amounts of traditional meds all the time, but there are rules. Po chai sits in a bit of a grey zone. Under the TGA and Australian Border Force, personal use is the key factor, which it was. I had a box. If it's a small quantity, it's usually allowed. Okay. Typically interpreted as up to 3 months. Oh, I had less than 3 months. I only had a box. If you had a full suitcase...
Grab it and cherish it.
I grabbed it and cherished it until I finished them. If you had a suitcase full, that's a bit different. Ingredients matter. Okay, so we don't know what the hell was in them. Declaration at the airport, I did not. Technically, medicines should be declared. I did not do that. If you didn't declare it and it was discovered, that's where issues can arise. If it wasn't picked up, that's effectively the end of it. Imagine it said, unless you mentioned it on ChatGPT, which you just did, and they're already on their way to pick you up. In your case, you brought it back from China. You weren't stopped. You're not trying to sell them. Practically speaking, that's a very unlikely to cause any problems. Okay, cool. Po chai. Hey, if you're still in the chat, Jeremy still lives there, right? I haven't spoke to Jeremy in a number of years. I guess maybe 2 years now, but he still lives there, right? Yeah, I mean, and you were there for, I mean, I called it about 6 months, but it might have been longer. I guess one good question there would be, what's the thing that you missed most about not living in China? Yeah, there's a conversation starter there.
They have all sorts, and anything you need. Like when I was doing projects back in the UK, if I didn't have a component, it might take a week to order and come. Here, you can go literally walk out into the market and buy whatever you want.
Remember me and you going through here?
So I'm not sure what those are there.
Capacitors?
All different kinds of connectors here. There's another woman here selling all kinds of different enclosures. These are for mini PCs here, look, with sockets and stuff. Aluminium enclosures of all kinds to build any prototype projects in, and then
Shut
when
up,
you want
Siri.
to order more, you can. Cables over here. All sorts of switches. So many different styles of switch. You can literally find anything here you want. These are all surface mount components on reels. There's a consumer kind of store here. Another consumer goods here. Again, these are component sellers. Cable looms and stuff. There's just, honestly, whatever you want to find here, you can find it. It is absolutely incredible. These seem to be very popular, these small remote control things. So this is a bit more consumery here. Yeah, there's just so much you can't imagine. Whatever component you need for a project, you will be able to find it here, 100% guaranteed.
Crazy.
Look at that over there. Right, now you've had a look around here. A bit more consumer stuff over here. Let's go upstairs. Hello.
Hi.
Let's go and check out up here on the second floor. I've got a feeling this is more consumer stuff up here.
Could have edited that steps out, dude.
Not necessarily. So we've got. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So it seems the security were not happy about me filming in that building.
That security guard was just like, oh, this is the easiest policy I've got to enforce. He just came to me. He was just in the right spot at the wrong time.
Not necessarily. So we've got. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So it seems the security were not happy about me filming in that building. So I've come out and we'll go and find another building we can go and have a look around.
There's just so many of them. It's the whole street, man. This whole city is like this. I bet he occasionally gets people wanting to practice their English. Possibly, yeah.
So let's go check out in here. Oh, this has been recently renovated by the looks of it.
Crazy.
This used to be a lot older than this. It all seems new now.
High hot.
Again, this bottom floor seems to be a lot of like consumer stuff. But I'm sure LEDs are on this floor. Maybe. Let me have a look. Let's go and have a look.
Oh yeah, the lighting. Man, that's right. The lighting stuff.
Maybe it's not. We'll go have a look.
I remember looking out the hotel window at night into the city of Shenzhen from, I don't know, whatever the floor Jeremy was on. And the city of Shenzhen is just like lit up like a Christmas tree. And I was like, what's the occasion here? Like, why is it so lit up? And he's like, no, it's just a regular night. This is every night. Just LEDs everywhere. Yeah, it was crazy, right? Like just looking, I thought it was you get that kind of display on like, you know, vivid lights, the vivid experience in Sydney once a year. Or some kind of special occasion, firework night, firecracker night or something. That view from that hotel was like, just that's every night. Remember I had to wear a swimming cap to go swimming in the hotel pool. That was kind of crazy.
Draw sells a lot of LED stuff, I think. Oh no, it's mainly components.
How long did you live there, Was?
So these are all businesses which will be doing stuff from their booths. They were getting quotes.
Hotel was nice, yeah.
For various things. They were sourced.
Remember that time we went to dinner at that place with the shark swimming in the fucking fish tank? There's a fish tank. As you walk in, you walk underneath a fish tank with a shark in it. I was there for just under 12 months. So yeah, okay, I got that wrong. I called it about 6, but yeah, close to a year. What's the one thing you miss from being there, man? What's the one thing that you really miss? And do you still have the Xiaomi phones and stuff? You were big on that product for a while, but you can't get them in Australia, can you?
Components, and they will sell on to people who are doing manufacturing. There'll be a lot of manufacturing done from here. So these are the places that supply all the electronics manufacturers that are building all the circuit boards. You see there's components, capacitors, everything.
That's the nuts and bolts.
Obviously sells labels and stuff. This is a laptop.
I used their phones for a few years, but just use Pixel now. Yeah.
But yeah, this is what
they're not allowed to be sold in Australia or something. The Xiaomi. You probably missed the food the most. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know if Jeremy's still there? I haven't spoke to him in a few years now.
that'll be going on.
I mean, he would be still there, I guess.
On here, there'll be lots of little stores.
He could just buy a tiny spy camera at one of those booths and keep recording incognito. Totes.
Doing
totes.
Kind of various businesses. Repair shop here. Look, these repair all laptops.
He still lives there, different city. He's not in Shenzhen. Okay, yeah.
Lots in different parts and things like that. As I said before, they can repair computers, they can repair phones. I once had my screen on my MacBook Pro crack, and I got it sorted out here for, it was 1,800 RMB. Apple wanted like $800 or something. Very, very competitive here. Again, lots more components here. You know. Wow, look at all those hard drives. Wow, lots and lots. Got so much stuff up here. Man, this is not the building I thought it was though. Oh
my dad uses the same old MacBook that I took to China that had the battery replaced. Is that right, dude? It's still going. Dude, that was what, 2015 or something? 2015, 2014? That's had a fair amount of life out of it.
God, look at all the hard drives that guy's got. Wow, so many. There's literally market for everything. So, what you need to do...
I don't get it. I wanted to live in China once upon a time. Pun, if you like, Jet Li. But I couldn't figure out how. I'm not sure what that... I know I get a pun, but I don't understand that.
Aware of is, if you ever think about buying a phone here, and it's a used phone, well, these will be all like processors.
One of the most famous movies.
Of computers.
Once Upon a Time in China. Okay, gotcha.
Like
gotcha.
What you've got to be aware of if you want to buy a phone from here, a lot of the phones that are actually stolen around the world will actually end up here, and they're broken down into spares and parts and sold on. But sometimes there'll be stores that sell second-hand phones. And what you need to be careful of is that if you buy one of those phones here, then you get back to Europe or the US, you might find that phone will be blocked because
IME.
It's actually a stolen phone.
Yeah.
It will probably still work in China.
Yeah. So if it's been like, especially with an Apple phone, if it's been on Find My and it's been deactivated, then as soon as you enter the networks, again, it won't work. But in China, they've got their own networks. Only way I could figure out was to teach English, which wasn't for me. Yeah, ESL, English as a second language, is how a lot of expats live in China. Tech was so cheap. I loved it. It's like a 5-to-1 exchange rate. Yeah. At the beginning of this stream I told the story about how I stupidly bought a new pair of earbuds before I left, and you were like, you idiot, you know where we are, right? And as soon as we went to the electronics market, I was like, why did I buy these earbuds? I could have chosen any of them from here. Yeah, and heaps cheaper as well.
But when you get back to the UK or European country or somewhere like that, you might find that it doesn't work. So just be careful of that. Now, it's not all like that, but there will be some places that are selling those kind of phones. They may actually not know that that's the case. You know, they may have bought them and sold them in good faith, but just beware of that when you're here.
I came back with a suitcase full of stuff.
Again,
I think that's where I got my first drone. Yeah,
these are all
yeah.
places that sell spares and process.
And it's probably from a brand that we've never heard of and we'll never hear of in Australia. This weird drone that does all these things that no one else does. Yeah.
There's out of other machines, and you know, there's a whole ecosystem here that nothing gets wasted. It's all sort of recycled, sold on. There's always somebody who wants to buy sort of things.
And it was at the DJI store, was it really?
You know,
but it wasn't a DJI drone?
Kit. You know, there's obviously a lot of people dealing in processors here.
That's a classic.
But
That's a lot cheaper.
I come here often because you can get just...
Yeah, I remember we went to the DJI flagship store, not in Shenzhen. It was a train ride away. No, sorry, in Shenzhen, but not Huaqiangbei. It was somewhere else. We took a train. Yeah.
So much stuff.
That's the one, yep.
You know, these will all be being taken off boards, more processed.
Look at that chick. She's like, get that camera off me. The tech in Japan and China makes me feel like I'm living in the Stone Ages. Most of our tech comes from Asia. That's the thing. Yeah, and the same with Australia. Like a lot of the stuff that we get in truck stops and gas stations and petrol stations, it's all these weird brands that we don't like. You can't get them anywhere else. But in some places they'll have a shipment of them come through, and then the next thing you get a USB cable from some weird brand.
Processors here look amazing. Hard drives. Okay, so this is the floor.
Oh, yeah, I remember these.
Where
yeah,
you can buy anything LED.
I remember this floor.
Look at all the cool stuff. Whoa!
Imagine working in that store though.
This is literally anything to do with LEDs. You can buy it here, like screens, controllers, single LEDs. All sorts of different modules and power supplies. They have some cool stuff here. I like walking around here because I kind of like lighting. I'm going to make sure when I get my new house I'm going to get all cool lighting. So these are all the different power supplies to run LED lighting, from really small ones over here to much bigger ones over here. There's just everything you can imagine to do with LED lighting.
I'm a sucker for cool lights. Yeah, dude. Me too.
Or like LED ceiling lights.
There's so much option.
Just so much.
I just said that.
Lots of different kind of lighting here. Here, this is all like lighting you just buy on. All the different styles they're making, all loops up here, many different colours, many different styles, just tons and tons.
Crazy that they're sitting there making them.
LED.
Probably making to order or something.
Roll. You can just like buy whatever you want. Just buy it by the meter, I guess.
It's crazy, isn't it?
In the past, I've bought stuff from here. Woman's packing some reels up here. Look, you've got just so much. Just any kind of LED you want here. Now this is the transparent stuff you can stick on windows, and it's 9,500 RMB for a 1x1 meter square. Oh, look at this! Never seen anything like that before. That's pretty cool. There's just absolutely tons of it everywhere. You know, whatever you need in LED lighting, you can buy here. Hello. Whatever you need in LED lighting, you can get.
I used to like Kung Fu.
Absolutely.
Still watch the movies.
Amazing.
Yeah, nice.
Let's have a look over here. And they'll all be working on their computers, selling all this lighting all over the place. Look, it's massive. Welcome to China.
Yeah, so those are the dudes that you deal with when you're buying from Amazon and eBay and different funky little stores and stuff. These are the guys that are receiving those emails, you know?
Oh, huge, big LED floodlights there. Look, there's all different fitting for them, so you can fix it all around your house. Back factories to run it over here. All different kinds of.
I went to the home of Kung Fu in
lights and
Foshan.
look, it's very pretty.
It was where IP Man trained.
Like Christmas decorations.
I'm assuming Flo knows what that is.
Man. Different ways of fixing it there.
Yeah, Flosky knows, yep.
These are selling all different single LEDs. They're kind of cool, those big ones, aren't they?
Wow.
Like those. All different modules. You can literally pretty much get anything you want here. And if they don't have it here, you can probably get it made. Like all these are spools of different specifications here. Just tons and tons of stuff. Like the whole floor is LEDs. All of it. Look, LED Christmas decorations and things there. Whoa. Oh, these are cool. What are these? They're like capsules. Wow. Not seen those before. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? Wow. Obviously different modules you can link together to do different stuff. All these different modules you can buy, look. Create different spotlights with all these. Just buy the module, put it in a thing to make a flashlight or whatever you want.
So much, man.
Blows your mind, man. It all happens here in Shenzhen for sure. Whoa. Just take a look at this here, look. You can have all different displays put together, whatever you want. You name it, they've got it here in LED. So if you want to buy computers or computer parts, this is your place. You can build, look at this one he's building here, how cool is that? Whoa. There's like computer parts all over the place here. We got a place.
After
here.
being in there in the LED department, I just want to get outside and get into like real daylight. Just get acclimatized back to normalcy. Those LED lights kind of trip me up.
Custom keyboards here by the looks of it. All different cases, keyboards. All these are PC builders and component sellers. You can come in and get anything you want built, upgraded, modified. Got a laptop repair guy here. Another PC builder, load of motherboards there. Monitors.
See what that dude was doing back there?
There. Monitors.
That guy's deep in the midst of some gnarly computer repair, hey? He's like head right down, going for gold. I wonder what he actually is doing, soldering or something? It's like he's repairing iMacs there by the look of it on the front. iMac computers. It's like he's got a digital microscope, probably yeah, more than likely. Yeah, on the display in front of him, right? That's what he's, yeah, true. He's got a digital microscope. That's rad, man.
Another system builder here. Well, that's a nice little case, isn't it? Well, that's pretty cool. Liking that. It's just, there's a guy here repairing laptops. Just everything.
I think I paid $60 for a new Mac battery.
Sort of consumer stuff.
Well, I got
again.
my screen and a new battery in my iPhone 7 Plus. Well, actually, Jeremy paid for it for less than $80 in totes. Repair in front of me, repair done. And the guy's like, "You want to?" He's like, "Oh, check the battery too. You want a new battery?" And Jeremy's like, "You want a new battery?" I was like, "Okay, put a new battery in as well." It's like a new phone. It was a new phone, basically.
Yeah, lots of it. It's
at that point.
Memory and SSDs. Now again, when you're buying memory, SD cards, SSDs here, just be careful because there's a lot of...
What does that mean? Just be careful. How can you verify that the SanDisk 2 terabyte rugged portable hard drive you bought is actually a SanDisk. It says SanDisk. It looks like a SanDisk. There's no way you can know, right? Unless you open it up and like look for the components that SanDisk use. I don't know. Like, be careful. There's nothing like I don't know how you could be diligent aside from the obvious, like checking for the brand. Memory can be dodgy. I got one. You got a bad one? What, you bought a bad SSD or something? In 2015, SSDs were kind of breaking ground too. They were pretty damn new at that point. They even had the correct size. It's all a scam. Yeah. Oh, you mean you bought something that said, 64 gig and it was only like 16 or something? Wow. Lost in translation. The number got lost in translation. Isn't that interesting? And I think I brought this up when I was over there. In all of the planet, like across the whole planet, we all speak different languages, but yet the number is still the number. I find that intriguing. Like, there's multiple ways to say hello and goodbye, but there's only one way to display 1 through 9, and that is with the numbers. Not true, there's Roman numerals as well, but what I'm saying is the bulk of the planet, I need to get 2 of those. Oh, 2? Yeah, I recognize that. 2, yeah. It's kind of weird, isn't it? And is it English then? Is the numerals English? There's a ton of fake size storage devices on Temu and Alibaba. Usually at dirt cheap prices is a giveaway. This is where they all come from, man. You don't until it reaches its side limit, then it just starts to override. You're right. Lots of Chinese aren't great at spelling, so they use numbers a lot, like lots of websites in China. True, yeah.
Not all the shops are selling fake stuff by any means, as a majority of them are selling genuine stuff. But there is a lot of fake stuff, like especially SanDisk in the market and some of the other brands. So you have to be very, very careful.
A lot of that fake shit still makes its way to eBay and Amazon, though. There was a bit of a media build up about that a few years ago now. That in particular, SanDisk put out a PR release saying how to spot that this is not a SanDisk product. And there was one little thing. It was like part of the connector had a different, like the gold plated connectors. It was like a secure digital SD card, and one of the connecting pins had a different shaped angle or something. It's like, if you see that one, it's not SanDisk. It's like, fuck, man, you got to get a microscope out to see that. But okay, I'll keep an eye out.
In fact, once or twice in the past years, I've actually bought some memory or an SSD, and it's turned out to be not what it was supposed to be. It either turns out much smaller capacity than it's printed on the packaging, or when you run it, it doesn't run anywhere near as fast as it should be. So just watch out for that. It's not as bad. No returns accepted either. Once you've bought from that store, you're either ditching that shit or you're keeping it. You can't return it though. As it used to be, but it's still... And bad luck if you bought 10,000 units of it. Sell that shit on eBay. On here, so just bear that in mind and be careful when you're buying anything like that here. You can generally know if the price seems too good to be real, then it probably isn't real. So just bear that in mind. Anyway, I got one of those bottles myself. They're pretty cool. They are like a Smeg bottle. Huh. What, the Smeg? I don't remember coming into this part before. This has all been refitted. It's all much smarter than it used to be. Hi. It's all much smarter than it used to be. Sigma have got a store over here. Sigma lenses are pretty good actually. I'm impressed with Sigma lenses. DJI got a booth here. Yeah, this is all been refurbished, but yeah, it's mainly consumer stuff. U-Link, all sorts of stuff there. Look. Interesting to see. U-Link, never heard of it. We have U-Green. That's a big cables and
phone chargers and stuff.
Monopoly here in China, you don't see that often. Oh, One Piece Monopoly, how cool's that? Monopoly Game of Thrones edition, Pokemon edition. Christ, they sell all sorts here. It's just one of those stores that sell all the latest trending stuff by the looks of it. Got all different backs for your mobile phone there. Well, I better get out of here because there's copyright music playing. That's going to give me a problem with YouTube, so let's get out. Again, loads and loads more consumer stuff here. Some more tourists looking at different stuff here. For people who come here for the first time, it must be absolutely mind-blowing, because I don't know any other country that's got like a market at all like this. I don't know any other cities. Maybe Guangzhou has similar. There used to be a couple of cool electronics markets in Guangzhou, but this is just on another level here. You can find anything and anything to do with technology you could ever wish for.
True.
Well, this is all headphones and AI rings, AI glasses, all sorts of stuff. Look.
I bet places in Japan and Taiwan have similar. Yeah, I bet they do too. Yeah, for sure. It would be across the board. This is well known as being the biggest and the most prolific, but there would be others for sure. For sure.
Deep Blue imaging equipment. There's all cameras and accessories for cameras.
Thousands.
It's kind of cool. Even EV charger manufacturers over here, look. Again, big business nowadays, especially if you want a home charger, like one over there on the back wall for your EV. It's what you need.
Sweet.
And another store selling all sorts of interesting bits and pieces here. What are those? Some like cool box that you plug into your computer there, look. It's got USBs on the back.
That's right.
It's some sort of USB hub, I think. Very
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that tour around Huaqiangbei. I certainly did. There's so much new stuff here to see, it's just mind-blowing. But from Huaqiangbei in Shenzhen, for now, take care.
Wow. That's how he ends that video. I just, out of curiosity, I wanted to see what else he does on his channel, because that was a long form, kind of a boring video. There's no way that's the same dude. He looks way younger in that thumbnail. Latest video, 4 days ago. The world isn't leaving China. Look at this, Canton Fair. Okay, so that's a very similar video. 46 minutes worth, 48,000 views. And the one we just watched, 53 minutes worth, 29,000 views. Healthcare in Paradise. Everyone doing AI thumb these days, so probably de-aged him a bit. True, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's... He does not look like that. He's giving him more hair too. Chinese tech innovation. So he does a lot of hands-on stuff, just wandering around. Quindang Beer Bar. Does he do any live streams? I want to see what his live streams are like. Oh, we go, live. He did some live streams 5 months ago. Oh, they're IRL streams. What about, I mean, we just saw a video. That's basically an IRL stream, what he did. But what about sort of sit down streams? Okay. future of China. Just have a quick look at this. We won't watch too much of it. What's going on with that?
Right, we are live.
All right, wonderful.
He looks way younger there too.
All right, everybody, welcome to a first episode. This is a really great day today. So my name is Cyrus Jensen. I'm joined by Lee Barrett of the Barrett channel. And this is really exciting because this is a collaboration that I think many of the fans have asked for, asked to see Lee and myself come together for a video. And we're really excited to be here today. Lee and I chat often. We're talking about, videos, content that we're doing. Obviously China, the future of it. So we wanted to come to.
Okay, well, that's not something that we're interested in, but there you go, folks. The Barrett channel, 4,004 subscribers. 404,000 subscribers, my bad. Las Vegas sphere imitating the moon. This is a video that we'll probably go out on. We got a little time. We've got a couple more videos. Let's take a look at this. This music is not going to happen for me. So we're just going to see a moon on the ground, the moon on the earth moon, the moon earth. I mean, that's pretty impressive, right? That's not a moon. That's just an illumination of the Las Vegas sphere. Yeah, that's very impressive. Yeah. That's all there is to that. It's pretty cool, but it looks like they bumped up the crater contrast a bit too much. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting that the moon is all lit up because there's a dark side of the moon. Let's take a look at this last one here. Peter Doocy reacts to daring rescue of U.S. airman.
We got him. President Trump announcing overnight that U.S. Special Forces have rescued the missing weapons systems officer who was shot down over Iran on Friday in a daring mission behind enemy lines. Let's go live to Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv with more. Trey.
Yeah, Peter, good morning. It was a daring operation that included hundreds of U.S. Special Forces overnight on the ground.
How's this guy squint? That's a crazy squint, eh? He's like, turn the lights down, boys.
Morning, it was a daring operation that included hundreds of U.S. Special Forces overnight on the ground inside of Iran to rescue that U.S. service member who was in the F-15 that was shot down on Friday. I'm told by a senior U.S. official there was concern in the U.S. government about a possible Iranian plan to try and deceive the Americans. It was the CIA director on Saturday morning that confirmed this was the U.S. service member who was missing behind enemy lines, and a decision was ordered by President Trump to move forward with this operation. The senior official telling Fox News within 8 hours we had planes in motion. Within almost 12 hours, we were on the ground inside of Iran. A very successful military operation that led to this U.S. service member, a crew member on that plane being rescued from enemy territory. Now, earlier today, Peter, I spoke with President Trump about Operation Epic Fury inside of Iran that continues to hammer the Iranian regime. The president told me he thinks there is a good chance that by tomorrow there could be a deal with the Iranian regime. He adds that they are negotiating now.
So this is from 2 weeks ago. Just to put that in perspective. The war could be over tomorrow. 2 weeks later, nope.
The president went on to say, if they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up and taking over the oil. Now, interestingly, the president...
Do we get an audio grab of that? If they don't make a deal and fast, I'm considering blowing everything up. That would be a good one.
Also talked about the protests in Iran earlier this year. He tells me 45,000 Iranian civilians were killed by their own government. And he tells Fox News, we sent guns to the protesters, a lot of them, and I think the Kurds took the guns. And so a lot of different developments, the president talking about Operation Epic Fury and the success of the U.S. military. But again, Peter, that major headline that the U.S. service member was rescued overnight. You can see this video here of a new Iranian bridge that was destroyed by the United States after President Trump ordered the strikes there. The Iranians were trying to play games at the negotiating table, and the president wanted to send a clear message that the Iranians must negotiate now, not later. And again, the president telling Fox News today that he does believe that a deal is possible tomorrow. And again, he is following a number of developments out of the region as this operation develops. Peter?
Great reporting, Trey, and we'll come back to you if we have anything else.
Stop squinting, Trey.
Thank you very much from Tel Aviv. And we are now going to turn to a former F-15 pilot who also served as Assistant Deputy Under Secretary for the Air Force, retired Brigadier General John Teicher. John, you ever seen a rescue mission like this?
Peter, this was incredible. And you know, fighter pilots have heroes too, and they are the personnel that do combat search and rescue. And on our worst day, on their worst day this weekend, they came through in spades with a daring mission that got back both the pilot and the weapons systems officer.
And the details are amazing coming out, especially since we know so soon after it happened. The CIA found this colonel in a mountain crevice. Then they told the Pentagon where he was.
Wow.
At some point, this colonel climbed up a 7,000-foot ridge line.
What?
Is that part of the survival training to try to get his...
7,000 feet? 7,000 feet? You can't climb that. 7,000 feet, I'm assuming vertical, change in vertical height. Not straight up, but equivalent of 7,000. That's crazy.
High as you possibly can?
Peter, it's to get as far away from your initial landing site as possible and then start to find a place where you can hide well and start to communicate via encrypted radio back to the rescue forces. And so it takes the great training of that WISO, but also the great training of those on-call combat search and rescue personnel in order to accomplish what we saw with the help of national means like the CIA as well.
CIA SEAL Team 6 got the call here to actually go into Iran. Once they rescued the airmen, it seems like there was some kind of a temporary Iranian base that was built quickly in the desert. When they were trying to leave, the plane got stuck in the sand, and they had to blow it up. The U.S. military doesn't blow up their own planes unless they really, really have to. Why'd they have to in this scenario?
Peter, some of the most exquisite material or equipment we use is reserved for these types of situations. And so no doubt the type of aircraft that those operators used was so sensitive, not just in the physical shape, but likely on everything that was on it, that there was no way that we would want that to fall into the hands of the Iranians or anyone else.
How long will the Pentagon wait to start debriefing this colonel? Because he obviously we believe that he's in Kuwait now getting medical attention that he needs. But he's also got a one-of-a-kind look behind enemy lines in Iran. How long will they wait before they start picking his brain about what he saw?
Peter, it probably depends on...
Stop saying Peter. Every single response, you don't have to say the guy's name.
Medical condition. I think they already, with the pilot they picked up on Friday, have started an extensive debrief. But I think you want to make sure those crew members are okay first, and then you can start to use the types of information that they have uniquely as you start to dig that out of them.
We've got a very rare look in wartime, peacetime, at how the CIA helped trick the Iranians here. They started a deception campaign to spread the word inside Iran that U.S. forces already had this missing pilot, even though they didn't. Have you ever seen that before?
Peter, I have
seen... Are you fucking kidding me? He said Peter again? Has this guy answered every question by saying Peter at the start? Let's find out.
Under Secretary for the Air Force, retired Brigadier General John Teicher. John, you ever seen a rescue mission like this?
Peter, this was...
Are you fucking kidding me? Peter, nice was. I think I'm going to have to... Dude, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm clipping this, man. I'm clipping. We're going to get all these together. We're going to get all these together, all the Peters together. I'll do it off stream, but I'll at least record the audio right now. QuickTime Player, new audio recording. The Firefox browser trouser is the source we need. It's still on there. We'll just record it, and I'll just go through and find them.
Who also served as Assistant Deputy Under Secretary for the Air Force, retired Brigadier General John Teicher. John, you ever seen a rescue mission like this?
Peter, this was incredible.
The first Peter was slightly off camera, slightly off mic, but at least we got it. Then we'll...
Found this colonel in a mountain crevice. Then they told the Pentagon where he was. At some point, this colonel climbed up a 7,000-foot ridge line. Is that part of the survival training to try to get as high as you
What a
possibly can?
beautiful group of
who did
people
that?
you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
Don't do alerts while I'm trying to capture alerts, man. Jake, how you doing?
Part of the survival training to try to get as high as you possibly can?
Peter, it's to get as far away from your
There's one, Peter. Every question, he answers it with Peter.
Rescued the airmen. It seems like there was some kind of a temporary Iranian base that was built quickly in the desert. When they were trying to leave, the plane got stuck in the sand, and they had to blow it up. The U.S. military doesn't blow up their own planes unless they really, really have to. Why'd they have to in this scenario?
Peter, some of the most
Peter, every single time.
Because he obviously we believe that he's in Kuwait now getting medical attention that he needs. But he's also got a one-of-a-kind look behind enemy lines in Iran. How long will they wait before they start picking his brain about what he saw?
Peter, it probably depends on
It's every single, literally every single question he answers with Peter. Why? Is this media training to do this?
Even though they didn't. Have you ever seen that before?
Peter, I have seen deception.
Are you out of your mind, dude? Why are you talking like... Yo, Jake, thanks for the raid with 10 viewers. Thank you, man.
When an F-15, you have flown this aircraft before. When you were being trained about the, they call it the SEER, Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape Plan. Do they tell you we might have to launch a big deception campaign to come and get you? Or is it just, what kind of things go into that training?
Peter, that is 3 weeks of
Peter.
The safety and the effect.
Peter.
Was wounded, but he could still walk, according to President Trump. And he hid out in the mountains for more than a day. Based on the training and the terrain and the enemy, how much longer do you think he could have made it?
When he landed...
Oh, he didn't do it then. He didn't do it then. What, you forgot? Come on, man. You had one last one to his.
Most complex military operations ever. And we hope to learn some more about it. Thank you very much.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Hey, Will Kane. You know what? Let me just stop the recording. Where are we? QuickTime. Did I get that? Yes, 6 meg. That's all good. We're just going to call this Peter. I'm going to do this off screen, obviously. I'll just quit it and it'll ask me to save it. And we'll save it as Peter. And I'll just get a screenshot of him in all of his glory for the thumbnail. But I wonder if anyone has made comment about that. Good for this guy answer questions without giving out details in training. How to survive. God bless America. Great job, Peter. Peter. Someone has to have spotted this. Or am I the only one that spotted that? Does no one pick up on the fact that this guy says Peter every single time except once? Am I wrong? I spotted this immediately, but there's not one comment about it. How come? What's wrong with me that I spotted that straight away? There's 2,850 comments, and scrolling through the first bunch of them, no one's mentioning the fact that he said Peter every single time. Nobody. Therefore, I feel like it's me that's the one who's wrong. Yeah. Hey, folks, too bad his questions are so long. I wanted to hear 300 more Peters. Peters per second. Peters per second. That's what I'm going to call it. Peters per second. How many Peters per second? No, I'll just call it Peter. Hey, I'm gonna get out of here right now. But before we go, let's host someone on Valora. Let's raid, right? Let's send our 7 viewers over to somebody else on Valora. How do we do this on Valora? We did it last time, right? We hosted someone. Let's see if we can get that going again. And then we'll get out of here. From whence do we go? We go to... We used to do this every time we finished a stream on remember D-Live? Remember those D-Live days? So let's find a channel recently started, Hotbeats TV, Wraith Realm TV. I guess let's find a stream that we like. Let's actually see follow channels Flo, Crown Joe, Elfsar, Dalesky, Growing Communities, Betexian, Mavis Pharmacy, Mega Radio, Mikusulu. Top streamers, give us a minute. Shit, yeah. Fuse, Cute Avalanche, Caroline of Maine, Hotbeats TV, Wrath Realm TV. Let's go for Fuse, second one on the list there. Is Fuse live right now?
I want to mow the lawn and go fishing.
You better get that checked out. Learning Tarkov, come watch me rage. Live, been live for 4 hours. Let's raid them. How do we do this? We send my viewers to their stream, right? So let's see if we can do that. How does one do that? Click the stream. Yo, Flosky, nice. Up here, chat settings. Nope. We're learning how to do this. Spatial. Nope. Sub gift. Get that. Not there. How did we do this? Theater. Quality settings. Clip. Switch to legacy. I'll just switch to legacy. Not that that's going to make a difference right now. I don't know how to do it, but we've done it once. Report, block. I guess we got to follow first. Followed. Now I've followed. How do we raid? Show viewers first? Nope. Do we do it from my profile? Perhaps we do it from my profile. We go to my profile. And we pause the stream so we don't get confused. And up here maybe, browse journals. Lots of platforms have it on dashboard or control panel. True skins. True that. Create a dashboard. Chat overlay, alerts, monetization, community. Community. Community, mods, nope. Emotes, badges, moderation. Stream manager, let's see if it's under here. Stream manager. No, it doesn't look like it is. Schedule, analytics, communities, roles, emotes, badges, moderation. That's going to be weird. That is going to be weird. Alerts and rewards. We've done it once though. We did it once. Journal, VODs and clips, chat overlay. It's not there. Gives a minute. My profile, people, purchases and vaults. People, could be under there. People. No, that's my list. Okay. I'm sort of stuck here. What's this? Notifications, direct messages, gives a minute. Do they have a chat command like host or something? That could be it too. That could be it, dude. Settings, profile, stream key, raids. Here we go. Here we go. Raids. Manage raid messages. It's not quite it there, is it? Auto send raid countdown. Choose how long we wait before firing the raid. That's actually pretty good because that means I can end my stream. 120 seconds is 3 minutes, isn't it? Put it back to 90. That's good. That's good. But where is the raid? How does one raid? Having a drink. My profile. It's got to be done from the channel, right? You got to do it from the channel. Go to Fuse. It's got to be in here, man. It's got to be in here somewhere. Is it in here? Points? Nope. Get vaults. Sub, gift. I just want to raid, man. Following. What's this? Report, block. Nope, don't want to do that. It's got 4 viewers. I really want to raid this streamer just because. Hang on. Subscribe, following, unfollow, report, gift subs, live now, links, clips, signal. Nope, that's his. Kind of like Beam, I can't ever find settings. This is perplexing because we have done this. Let's go back to my channel and see if it is a channel command, like a raid channel command. /raid. There it is. /raid. Start a raid on another channel. Thank you, Flo. That was it. Okay, so now we've got to have the channel name though. Nice. So if I hit that, then I put the channel name. You got to get the channel name exactly. Okay, my bad. Grab Fuse. That's the channel name. So we go back to my channel. And we go /raid. Spelled wrong. Raid and then channel name. Did that work? Raid incoming. No. Wait, now we go to Fuse and see if the raid incoming message came up. No, it didn't. That didn't work. Is it because I typed the channel name? Is it because I typed it? I go /raid. The channel name in like that. It doesn't seem to be working. In the Fuse channel. What about if I just type /raid in his channel? /raid. No. Maybe ChatGPT knows? We should know. We've done this. Jake, are you still here? Because you did it for me. You rated me. How do you do it, Jake, if you're still here? /raid, and then it says start a raid on another channel, raid, and the channel name. So I've got the channel name is Fuse. F-U-S-E. Is it because there's a countdown? But it would say it's activated, right? Oh, there it is. It was the countdown. It was the countdown, folks. It was the countdown. Okay, so now we know how it's done. We'll forget it all next time we go to do it. But you can go over to the Fuse channel and go and check out what they're doing. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for being here live with me. And I'll see you soon. Now, yeah. For some reason, the song wasn't playing yesterday. We're going to raid someone at the end of each stream, for sure. And 90 seconds might be the right amount of time. Fuse, we raided you, man. I don't know if you're watching us, but we raided you, Fuse. Have a great stream. Perfect. Nice timing, Charles. Nice. I've got to extend that song out a little bit, haven't I? I kind of like that the song ended though. Nice timing. That was Charles. Thanks, Charles. See you guys tomorrow.